Hello and welcome, everybody. You are here watching GeekSpaceTV, and Claudia has already broken the rule of not eating food at the table.
Oh no! I forgot the rule.
Wait, that's a rule?
Yeah,
So much
Claudia.
has changed in 9 months.
So much.
I kind of forgot that was
Never
a
called
rule.
you out.
I know.
I was never told that rule.
It's mostly because of the sound of food. Anyway.
They're canceling us because
Wait.
of you.
So we
That's
can
it,
eat
that's the
with
reason.
social eating.
I know.
I want to say something.
Yes, Claudia.
If I break my mic, can I eat my cookie?
What?
I mean, I guess if you break it, you want to buy a new one, go for it. Hi everybody, and welcome to Geek Space. I needed to throw Claudia under the bus because it's better than us all feeling sad about this being the finale of Leviathan Distant Stars. This is it, the culmination of the grand journey that we have been on as the crew of the Batleth, amongst other things. And tonight will be our final episode, which is amazing and wonderful and also a little bit sad, but that's okay. We'll get through all of it. So, before we do that, I have some reminders and announcements for you and some upcoming information. This weekend is PAX. If you happen to be at PAX, let us know. We would like to say hello to you. Many of us will also be there. But not Dan, and that's important for you to know. If you have backed our Seed and Spark campaign, speaking of which, we have a Seed and Spark campaign if you'd like to support us for Season 2, or Year 2, I should say, Season 1, head over there, check out our Seed and Spark. It's a wonderful place full of many wonderful rewards, and every amount of support you are able to give is appreciated. We're pretty close. We're at like 75% funded, so we're really close to being greenlit, which is awesome, meaning that we can bring you some new content next season. And if you have backed our campaign, you should have a message in your email. We need you to fill out that survey so that we can tweet about you and your wonderful support using your name that you would like to be seen by the internet, among other things. And also so we can put you on our lovely thank you post-it note wall. It's good.
I'm really excited because I get to write the names on that.
Good. I am so glad you're excited for that. Also, we are affiliate channeled, so you can affiliate channeled. That's a thing. So if you want to get a sweet Make a Gay emote, you can go ahead and click that subscribe button over here as another way to support the studio. For next week, some announcements. On a Wednesday, we have a yet undecided, unnamed one-shot, rather than what you thought might have been happening, which was going to be High School Royale. That has been pushed back a week due to conflicts in scheduling. So don't worry, there will still be some sweet something happening that night. Haven't quite figured it out. I have a list of like one-shot RPG pages to look at. And then on Friday, we will be joined two wonderful individuals. The GeekSpace's own Drunkly Romantic and moderator Trooper SJP will be running a short 2 or possibly 3 episode Cthulhu Confidential, which is from Pelgrane Press, and it is a 2-person roleplay game. So they will be playing that at 7 p.m. on Friday night, both next week and the week after, and then possibly the week after that. We're going to see how the story progresses. So we will be live next week. It'll be a little bit different than our regularly scheduled content. And the following week is when High School Royale will be picking up for its thrilling final conclusion for what the heck is happening with time travel.
You took the elevator.
Look, you made a elevator.
Yeah, don't make a elevator and not expect
a
people
bunch
to
of
take
teenagers
it.
to take
I mean, you
it.
did go up, so we're good.
I
For
nearly
now.
went down. It's a long story. If you're wondering what all of these things are, head over to our YouTube channel. We have most all of our previous videos are available for watching over there, including any of Leviathan that you have not seen that you might want to catch up on. Now's a great time to just watch it, binge watch it, all the way through, beginning to end. You can do it now. Or check out High School Royale and all of those other wonderful things that are over on YouTube, such as also the first series of Manner of Speaking, because we're bringing back Manner of Speaking to the point. I really like that name. I gotta say it a lot, guys. All right, I think that is everything on my announcements. So I put my notes page in front now.
Can you pass the cookie to Lauren so I don't eat it on screen?
It's fine.
Can I
Like
just
everybody's already broken
say
this rule.
How
No.
hard it was
No.
for me
I
to
don't.
not make
Lauren,
Here,
a
pass it to
naughty
me.
remark
I'll eat it.
when you said I almost went down.
Boss says finish your cookies.
I did it.
I'm gonna put it in my bag.
Until now, I guess.
And I'll be
I
okay.
appreciate your waiting.
Yes, and the nod toward the naughty remark.
But not the actual. Never mind. So let's introduce our players, who they are, who are they playing, and all those other wonderful things. And then we will dive into our action on tonight's final episode, starting with the former captain of the Batleth.
Dang.
Explaining.
Yeah, you haven't gotten that note. Hi, everybody. I'm Lizzie the Bold. You can find me at Lizzie the Bold on the Twitches and the Twitters. I am a part-time streamer, full-time feeler of intense feelings, and I am playing Ziana Rendrathi Taldraxisto, space princess, and former captain of the former Batleth. I'm sorry.
I mean, I guess you're still the captain of the former Batleth.
I'm still the captain. Yes, it's true. Still the captain. Just the ship doesn't exist anymore. That'll be a fun conversation.
Save those shields for the show.
She is a 7 foot tall, red, scaly powerhouse of awesomeness warrior who is not good with people, with feelings, with emotions, which are also like feelings, and Liz is not good with words. So we're gonna move along. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Hi, everybody. It's
that's
been
fun.
a while. I am Cheryl Platts, aka Muppets Aphrodite on Twitter and Twitch and pretty much all the things. And by day, I am a user experience designer, and I tour the world talking about stuff like AI. And here, I play Hexy Kate, who is a psionic entertainer, kind of like Ariana Grande in space, but can control stuff with her mind. And she was in season 1 of Leviathan and helped the crew with the whole thing up to the big space station. And then she went off to go see if she could use her talents to help reinforce the effort against the rays. And so we'll see how that turned out today.
Pretty good.
Hi, I'm Claudia on the Twitter. I go by Jackie Dash, JAKIDASH. Excellent, thank you. I play Kika.
Makes me so happy. Sorry.
And Kika is our baddie space engineer, repairer of the ship. As you can see, it had the biggest boom. Yours truly.
She did the final repair.
She did.
Kika's a meter tall, 93% blind, and
That number changes
Every week. I want to say it was like 97
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah, it was
always in the 90s.
There was 95 at one point.
Please continue.
The reality is, her eyes just evolve. As,
yeah,
you know.
because Echo, I love
Yeah.
vision. And she likes to stand on other people, she's a creepy crawly, stand on people's shoulders because the world is big and she is the right size.
This table is an exercise in extremes. We have Ziana, who is quite tall, and we are quite petite.
I'm a meter tall.
I'm slightly taller than that. I'm like 5 flat. 5 flat.
Well, and then on the Goldilocks table, I guess, where we're all just sized just right. I'm Dan Poslins. I'm at Dan Poslins on Twitter, and I am playing Lieutenant Conrad Carls Jr., former lieutenant, former alive person, no longer so much. He's just existing and trying to find his way in this galaxy and keeping it from being, what's the word, eviscerated? Yeah. It's pretty much a story. Consumed. Sure.
Hi, I'm Sarah Scheller. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at ShellGame, and I play Thea Brone, denier of feelings and stealer of things.
Oh,
Accurate.
Yeah.
You haven't described her hands in a while.
Oh, that's true. So Thea does not have. She's not entirely human. Some part of her, for reasons yet undisclosed.
You got one chance.
I know. This is the last, but it may never be revealed. Anyway, her fingers don't have the same sort of movement that we do. Think more like a octopus tentacles, but in the sense that there are bones, more like a dog's tail. So it's a long series of bones that connect, and obviously no suckers along her. So great for pulling something out of a pocket or other safe or secure place that might have been ideal for storing it before it became repossessed.
I'm Blue Jay. You can find me at twitch.tv/BlueJay or on Twitter at BlueJay_712. I play Rachel Lucas, who is our lovely psionic gunslinger, and I brought my Dragon's Horde shiny dice, and they're beautiful, and I love them, so you better do good, okay?
Did you say Dragon Zord?
Dragon's Horde.
Okay.
I like the idea of Dragon Zord dice.
It's almost as good as Dragon Zord.
And I'm Random Tuesday. I will be your GM, or sorry, your Arbiter of the Stars, I believe was the title that Hobie gave me at one point when I started giving out stars. So with that, let us dive in to as brief of a summary as I can give you of the entire show up until this point.
Wait, are you actually doing the full one?
I mean, I will do the Cliff Notes version. It'll be...
Do we get to help?
I mean,
No.
we fuck around so much, it's probably not really that long.
Yeah. You'll be surprised. I do it pretty much every week. It's just that now... never mind. Last time on Leviathan Distant Stars, the former crew of the Batleth has been working towards... I'm gonna just keep hammering that one home for you. Have been working towards a mighty goal, a lofty goal. Way back in the beginning, hello Vascular Gamer, thank you for the raid. Way back in the beginning, they encountered a monstrous race of aliens known as the Rays, massive living ships that would consume sort of inorganic material in their path, but then also take organic life and convert it into hollow, sort of drone-like life forms that these ships then controlled as their crew. The Rays seemed to be intent on destruction of the known galaxy that is inhabited by, many people, including the crew. So the crew were like, maybe that's a bad idea. They also encountered an individual named Aryuta Neftatsarenjo, the voice of the ship Sarin, a living Leviathan of the race that essentially created the Rays. They have now since been working together after upgrading the Leviathan with improved thread drive, with improved weaponry. Eventually, they also began working towards creating a coalition, which one of their members, Hexy, went off to form a coalition of members within this sector, as well as far-reaching into Ica space as they could to fight against the oncoming presence of the Rays. With Ari, they headed off to her her race's former sector of space to find the lab in which Sarin had been created, as well as information on the Rays in order to destroy them. They succeeded in getting there, making it out alive, and on the way back discovered a pretty significant-sized fleet was coming for this sector. They sacrificed the Batleth in a mighty destruction, a mighty explosion of thread space, causing a massive rift, tearing apart one of the larger groups of incoming fleet ships. At the lab, they had discovered a virus that can infect a Ray's ship to prevent it from creating more hollow, though the ship itself is still kind of murdery. But it doesn't self-perpetuate more of its murdery crew. Which is a handy feature. They have a working prototype of this, and they did send the information ahead to Ica in order, hopefully, for Ica to produce more of this particular weapon and protect the galaxy from destruction by the Rays. The crew of the Batleth now, former Batleth, now upon Sarin, have arrived at the Ridivare system, the system in which Duranga is located, the shall we say, entire planet of scum and villainy, where any illicit good you might want to acquire could probably be acquired and found. And then, you're right there, Claudia? Okay, cool. They emerged out into space shortly after the arrival of the remainder of that Rays battleship fleet, that's probably not what it's called, battleship group, to find themselves in the midst of a firefight. This firefight consisting of a number of coalition ships, including the Ember's Dawn fleet, which we may recognize as the fleet that Talon Tarko? No.
Tylo. Tylo
No,
Tarka.
Tylo's your husband. Talon.
No,
wait.
Tarko's my
Tarko
husband.
is your. Why?
Tarko's my husband.
Why did you
Tylo Tarka is my son's name.
I was
like
bad
Kylo.
at names. But he goes by Talon.
He goes by-
That's his like
Yep,
Oh
he
my
emo.
goes by
God.
Talon.
That's his emo
Remember
Wait a
he's
minute,
pirate name.
What, Mr. Bisquick, you can't
Yeah.
People can remember my name.
I guarantee
That's true.
the O in Talon is actually a 0, though.
Oh God, I hate your son. As the fleet that he ran off with, they're sort of pirate kind of mercenary vigilantes that take it upon themselves to protect this sector of space. Members of the Ouroboros family, a crime family in the Ridivare Duranga system, as well as the Leonidas gynocracy, the race of very large female-dominant matriarchal lions and very small, much less dominant male lions. We met one of them. They were charming. Amongst their number were also a ship that some of you would have recognized as part of the freedom fighters from the invisible planet Uzvedi. They stole at least one of those ships and did come to your aid. There's a couple of Andartan ships, or at least probably just one Andartan ship, fighting amongst their ranks, and a few ships that they noted did not bear Ica colors, though were Ica ships under human and Eratos banners. They are in the midst of fighting this large battle group. The scout ship, the much faster, more mobile ship of the Rays, peeled off, and the crew of the Batleth encountered had arrived just after it had landed on the surface of Duranga. Around about that time, they received a hail from, or a distress call from Hexicate, who happened to be near the landing site of this particular scout Rays ship. And a massive influx of Rays have now landed on this particular area of Duranga and have begun raising the population and converting it. The Batleth has arrived into the system in the midst of this firefight. They have, the Sarin has arrived into the system, not the Batleth. The Batleth is very gone.
Wait.
Hexie has not been notified.
No.
It's fine. It's fine.
Were we supposed to research something?
It's fine. Everything's
What?
fine.
So some of the things you guys had done on your way here, you had created a working version of both the interference technology
There it
and
is.
the virus. I would also have said you had the option, probably between Kika and Thea, to construct some sort of communication system for Oksana if you want to. You don't have to. She would be largely ineffective. It would be, imagine GLaDOS in Portal 2 when she's stuck to the potato. And you can imagine how Oksana might feel about that. I will give you the option if you want to roll for having tried that.
Hang on.
We also clarified there were a lot of people who were kind of busy on the transit over here.
What?
A la Mass Effect style, like before you get to the final fight.
What?
Scenes.
Calibrating.
Calibrating.
Yeah,
No.
we're just studying somewhere.
Kika
and-
has a-
Wait a second.
That whole table.
Oh.
Wow. All right. Okay.
I was just gonna say, I was like,
Yeah.
it was this table. There's something,
Yeah,
there's
we're-
like something about the
we're
pheromones
busy.
over here.
Some
Right.
about
That's
that
a good
table.
time.
Or the Goldilocks table.
Oh, I get it. Keep him busy.
Good night, everybody.
That's it. That's our show. Goodbye.
Unfortunately, I rolled even, so Thea is with Conrad. for
That's
most of this
fine.
ride.
Whereas if she had rolled odd, Thea would be with Conrad.
On the other
But
side.
Conrad, however, I suppose Conrad could also have helped. He is surprisingly good at programming now.
He is, now that he's leveled up and didn't know what else to do in the 5 minutes before the show when he was trying to do it.
You had at least 24 hours.
Yeah, sort of. I rolled odd. What does that mean I do?
It means that you hang out for a little while and then you
out
go
for-
check on the egg.
Okay. I'm checking on the
Hey,
egg.
you put your fate
It's
in
there.
my hands.
Nothing's happened to it.
All right. Good to know.
Um,
I'm hungry, though.
Don't.
roll me a no and wisdom.
All right. 3.
Yeah, you have no idea what the egg looked like before. You actually hadn't seen it because it had just been in an incubator. This is the first time it hasn't been in an incubator. Or you've actually looked at it, I should say. It's still in the incubator.
Do I try to eat it?
No, you know it should not be eaten.
Okay.
It's a massive, like, weirdly brightly colored speckled egg that's, like, this big. And, like, that's probably not a thing I should eat.
Okay.
So, just to be clear about what we have, because I'm getting, like, I want to write this down because I feel like it's all important. We have a device that releases anti-brainwaves and stops communication. Okay.
The mind bomb.
The mind bomb.
Okay.
It, to be clear, affects all of you. I will point
Yeah.
out. Wouldn't have affected you if you let my NPC just like self-sacrifice. I'm just kidding.
God damn
Okay.
it.
We all know how well that works out.
So
No,
we
no,
have
would've-
anti-communication and bomb.
And then we also have the weapon.
We have a weapon.
You have a weapon. You have one prototype of the virus. Assuming you can hit it, you should be able to fire it at a single ship, and it will
excuse
stop.
me, I can hit it.
I mean, I was looking at Ziana when I said this, so assuming you
What-
can hit it.
What is the?
I mean, I
the
can also
payload
hit it.
like with the virus. Like what are we actually?
It's
we're
basically
shooting the virus out of a
giant hyposyringe. It's
Okay.
it's like you're firing it, and then it embeds itself into the system, and then it disperses virus.
Okay.
It's like a multi-part process. But first you have to get through the hull, and then you have to get into the system.
So
You're
how
basically
much ammo
firing
do we
a
have
syringe.
for this
You have
cannon? We have one shot.
You got one shot.
And then
Do
we
not miss your chance.
we all
This opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
I'm
Don't
gonna
do
throw
it.
it. No.
Are you gonna throw it away though?
I'm not gonna.
Are you gonna miss
throw
it?
my-
You gonna miss your shot?
Don't do
I'm
that.
not
No?
gonna Hamilton this.
Oh, that's what.
That's not.
So not for me because I absolutely remember what the virus does, but for
Yes.
the audience at
For
home.
the audience at home, the virus, whatever ship is infected with it, that rays will no longer be able to produce hollow. It will have a cascading effect on all of the hollow within that ship, so that they are rendered inert. They can still murder you, but they cannot turn you into a hollow.
Oh.
So you might say it's a vasectomy.
It is a racectomy. Thank you. Yes, yes, it is.
You're welcome.
We missed you.
It stops
Cheryl.
it from propagating.
We forgot the most.
Which is a handy feature because right now the number of hollow on the surface of Durangar are going up rather than down.
So we should target that ship, the one that's on the planet.
We should do the thing.
And we also have our third strongest weapon, which is our SAS bot. I do.
Our
Do you want to try?
Are you gonna,
I
are you
do
gonna
want to
potato it up?
create. I do want to create. What I want
Potato
is.
sauna.
I want to make a small backpack that goes on my backpack.
Oh, she's gonna love that.
Because I'm the smallest, and now I'm gonna carry something smaller than me. But my goal is like, I'm gonna make it a circle, like an orb, and I'm gonna make her brain another orb of protection, and then there'll be straps on it.
I'm having too much
So
fun.
there's
Okay.
double protection.
It is actually pretty hard to destroy an AI core. Like you have to go at it pretty hard with weapons.
On this one.
You want to put her in a hamster ball though.
But you want to put her in hamster ball.
Like
So,
an 18 or
a
one.
With
question,
straps.
a question for you: how much awareness of the world around her do you want Oksana to have, or
I
do you
mean-
want it to like just literally just be able to be a voice in your head and talk to you?
No,
What are you aiming to gift to her?
I mean, honestly,
to
it
hook her
would be
up
so
with?
cute if she just had a little camera eye.
Like just a single, like a camera and a microphone. That's all you want?
But also, I want her to be able to hear things and
Okay.
talk and see, and I want 2 little arms.
2 arms.
Oh
So
my
I have
God.
a really important question for you. What would you
Oh my.
use to create this with?
Wally.
This is a good question.
Because I can think of
It's gonna be
something
like
that's
dinosaur
available on
arms
this ship to
won't
you.
Do anything.
A Slurpee?
Well,
Nope.
the issue is that we don't have the batleth anymore.
No,
so
you
we're
don't.
out of my good equipment. I did bring a lot of red wires.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
Is it the floaty thing?
I know what she's gonna.
Yeah, Dan's already
Is
figured
it
it out.
the only drone we own?
Yes, it's the only drone you've ever picked up. If you want her to have any sort of intelligence or like receptive suite, that would probably be your source for it.
Okay, play this out. It's midnight. No, it's 2 a.m.
Oh God.
Space time.
Space time. We're in Sarin. Kika goes to this one's room.
Yeah.
And just nicely knocks as best she can, which is
Your turn.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Conrad gets up.
it.
Yep.
He opens the door. What is it now, Kika?
This is a question for the audience. Is he wearing a shirt?
No.
For the audience. He definitely wouldn't be wearing a shirt. Is he wearing pants?
He's wearing like boxer briefs.
All right.
Not even boxers, boxer briefs.
Oh.
It's very important.
They're like ICA regulation.
He's chiseled.
Boxers are a
yeah,
waste of fabric.
eight-pack.
It's not
It's true.
efficient.
It's like
It's much like
I'm not gonna
Windows.
say that
Controller.
because like the ship's pretty dark. I'm not gonna say that he is like his chiseled frame is a source of light, but it's like light is really what ambient light there is really good at reflecting off of it.
It doesn't matter.
Like-
I can't see.
Is he
Oh.
Yeah.
oiled?
Oh, it's okay. Thea can.
But like if you were to like ping your echolocation, it would like
Oh.
be really sharp back at you. Like,
So you like Oksana?
I what?
You like Oksana, right?
I don't like's a strong word.
Is your drone?
You fear Oksana is the correct word.
Does your drone have a sentient virus in it?
You're talking about Dunkin' Donuts?
I am talking about Dunkin' Donuts.
What is she?
I need to borrow your drone permanently. Maybe not permanently.
What? Okay, whatever. Just don't. Just promise me you won't screw it up.
No.
What? I didn't hear that. Whatever.
That was too high pitched.
I go get Dunkin' Donuts out and I give it to her. By the way, Kika, is that egg over there for eating?
No.
What?
Don't eat the egg.
Conrad.
That is the child of our friendship.
Shit.
What?
That's who we are in our insides.
We're all eggs.
Kika,
I can't do this, okay?
Kika, time to go.
With the drone, right?
Sure.
Sure, whatever. Just like I
Conrad.
said, don't do anything weird with it.
Never. And I think she takes 5 steps and then falls forward because she is a 4-legged walking thing, and so there's definitely a door closed. Like,
Tries to step. She's like a toddler.
Thank you. I really needed that in my life.
Why was she even talking about Oksana? What? Oh, whatever.
And
I don't want to think about
Okay.
it.
She's probably trying to
Um,
do something with Oksana.
Roll me program and intelligence to hook Oksana up to this drone. To be clear, this is going to be awful for her because there is no way that a drone can function as an AI body effectively.
I'm
It's
helping.
basically she's just shackled.
She's gonna be saucy as.
I'm helping.
I like to watch my NPCs suffer. Just why it's
Just your
NPCs.
NPCs.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, okay.
I do somehow put the remote and attach it to the drone so that she can control where she goes.
Yeah.
It's like duct tape there and little arms to like.
The arms are like the tiny drone arms to pilot
I'm
herself.
sorry. For everybody
Oh my
who
God.
complains about how loud I laugh, I'm really sorry. I know you're not complaining, but it's her fault.
Oh no. Okay. So you eventually like you take the kind of the slightly glowing like AI core and you like rig in.
Oh, is this a lot of like shoving?
She just have to rip some parts off the surface of it and like make a little nest for it and kind of plug in a bunch of wires. But you've basically got like a hyper crazy intelligent like capacity computer rigged up to a comparatively completely useless body. And it goes like boom 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 and it turns on. And did you give it a speaker?
I did.
Okay, from this like crackly speaker voice. Oh, what did you do?
I assume this is
Oh,
a rage
no.
of the planet, so I'm picturing that Hexy's communicator starts getting really cranky, sort of space Snapchats from Oksana, like with the crappy
like
photo and
right
like
as
angry
you
faces.
emerge. I think she queues up a bunch of messages to send you, and as soon as they come, they come out of thread space, you just get this like 20 message slew of angry Snapchats from Oksana that
No
she
context.
no context.
Oh, yeah.
Just like grainy photographs with like emojis on them.
Is she in?
Hey, what have you done?
Da-na-na-na.
What is this? Is this what you think?
Is that the sound Link makes when he assembles a drone?
Do you think this counts? This does not count. What have you? Is this a prison? What have you done, Kika?
What? I wanted to.
Oh, good. So I can suffer along with you. This is my prison now. Thank you, Kika.
You're welcome. But you know what's great? I think he like starts to climb on the drone. The drone can fly.
The drone cannot lift your weight. It's like trying to. This is not going to function, Kika.
Well, you're here now.
Do you want
I
your
guess
stats?
No, maybe. Yeah. We'll see how well she can utilize.
She's a
this
stealth
body.
drone, so she can be very obnoxious with that.
If she could just keep quiet.
Everybody is there's a lot of hormones on the ship, and I needed to talk to someone.
Like as you say that, like in the hallway, Rachel walks by, like rubbing her hair from like being at the spa or whatever, and she's basically just wearing a towel on the way to Ari's corner.
Yeah.
There's no such need for clothing in space.
I know, right? Like, I wasn't good enough for you to talk to. It's fine. It's fine.
No, we talked.
It's fine.
So what happened?
Now you're here. I took a drone and put you inside it, and now you're.
Oh, this is drunken dronuts.
I think you get to name your body what you like.
No, this is not my body. If I take any ownership of this, then you will fail to get me a proper body.
That's fair.
I already have to suffer through the battle.
Yeah, that's fair. But all 4 turbines worked at the very end.
I'm gonna just break out a pause. It did not. You never finished fixing them, Claudia.
One of them was a bomb, so it worked.
All right. I'm glad it provided a fiery explosion.
You would've
Hopefully,
liked
it was effective.
It was. It burned. Yeah. We could burn this one too when we get by.
Good.
Yep.
Should have asked more questions.
You know what, Kika? I have an
It was
idea.
2 in the morning.
Let's not tell Conrad. This will be funny.
Extract what joy you can from it, Oksana.
Just tell him you fixed. You made dronuts better.
Okay.
All right. And we will now cut to emerging from thread space, tumbling into the system, receiving the distress call from Hexy. Where is everybody on the bat left? Just this is smash cut. Comms. Okay. Or sorry, Sarin. Comms.
Every time you do that.
I'm in the gun closet.
It's not even a closet. You're a fucking console here.
Right.
This is Sarin.
I
You've got
forgot.
space.
It's not a closet. It's like a whole bridge.
We're in the same room.
Oh my god.
There's enough room
Can I
on
go
the bridge
back in
for
the
all of
closet,
us.
please?
Too late.
Bridge.
Bridge. Okay. Is everyone on the bridge? Kika, are you anywhere else?
That'll be my cuddle spot under the bridge.
right under.
Carved out a space in the console.
I thought that was on the bath left.
I made a new one.
She made a new one.
It's how Thea and Kika get everything done.
Okay.
And can I just get a terrain check on, like, I'm standing on the planet, and it's a forest, a desert.
It's a city. You're in a massive city. So Duranga is essentially a slum city planet. Almost all of it has been not civilized. What's the word I'm looking for? Developed in some capacity. There's very little wilderness on the planet, and anything that kind of is there is like sort of dry scrubland. The entire ecosystem of this planet is based off of just import-export. Like everything comes in from somewhere else, and it's all things and goods changing hands. Most of those goods being quasi-legal.
Okay, so
depending
we've
on
got
where you're
aliens
at.
invading a very densely populated city, like the end of the first Avengers movie.
Yeah, or the third Mass Effect.
Also.
Out of character, what kind of Band-Aid?
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Thanks. It's
From
part of my
Aladdin?
Disney princess. Yeah. No, the flower. It's part of my Disney
tea.
princess Band-Aid collection. So yeah, you are in the city. Essentially, a large scout ship came in. It landed probably a kilometer maybe from where you are, and immediately unloaded a massive amount of crew. It did destroy a sizable chunk of the terrain that was there. just because it had to land somewhere and it didn't really bother with a landing pad. It was just like, this looks good, I'm gonna put down here. It just clearly targeted a heavily densely populated area, and the rays immediately, the Hollow immediately went at it. They just started, their objective was to convert as many individuals as possible. And probably from where you are, there's just been floods of people kind of running in the opposite direction. Everything is chaotic. There's havoc everywhere. People don't really know what to do or where to go, because it's one of those things. It's like that very zombie apocalypse sort of feeling where you're like with someone
Where's
and they
the
get
next ship gonna
stabbed,
come down?
and then that person suddenly turns into a monster and starts eating you, or it's the sort of cascading effect. You've also seen at least 2 drop pods come down since that initial raised ship landed, and they also are sort of scattering around the city, and they're just full of hollow.
Okay. When they destroyed everything, is there any like fuel lying around? Or
Oh, for sure. You can
like-
totally get a hold of like explosive things.
Excellent.
That's not hard. You're on
This
Duranga.
is Duranga we're talking about.
Like there is ample space to run into a building and loot. It's just a matter of how long you want to be somewhere. So the entire remainder of the crew on Sarin, you are on at the helm. You've received the stress call. You see these ships. You know at least one of them has landed on the planet, and you have received a distress call from Hexy. What do you do?
Try to raise comms and contact Taxi.
They're on the planet. We have to stop them. Can we fire the weapon?
I can fire anything you got. Let's go.
Did we mount the weapon?
Yeah.
On the ship?
Did you? That's a good question.
Well, you said
You said we had like a week.
Yeah.
You had time on Sarin.
Oh, well.
I would assume we wanted
Yes.
to be able to use it.
Yes.
Okay. So you have prepared. You have the one shot of the virus. You are on the bridge. You're going to try and contact Hexy.
I'm assuming she's too far from you, or is she within range?
While you guys are discussing this, Hexy is probably just going to find the nearest 800 kilogram object that has fuel near it and cast thermokinesis on it to generate a giant explosion.
Excellent. How concerned are you about collateral damage?
The show must go on.
Okay.
At this point, it's the universe or nothing. So she's past the point of when those ships crash. She's past the point of doing calculus.
Okay.
We're in Avengers mode. We'll do cleanup later.
She's unconcerned with people who might be in the.
She
detonation
probably
range.
said like clear or 4 or something, but
Fire
that's
in the
it.
hole?
Okay.
The show must go on.
So we'll have we'll resolve that in a second. You are actually probably, while you're on Sarin, within range of Meep Meeps.
Oh,
Because
okay.
that is Sarin's form of communication with her. So essentially being on the ship boosts your range.
Oh, well then, I don't think Thea would attempt comms because she could just, because she would, that would be something you would know instinctually, like, oh, I can reach out and hey.
I think
Okay.
there's that sense of knowing. And actually, to Hexy, like, you suddenly feel like it's been a while. You haven't had this connection. It's been almost months at this point. The ship's been traveling for a while. And there's just like that kind of tingling, almost as if like a limb that had fallen asleep is coming back, and it like sort of tingles all the way up your spine, and you feel that presence settle in your mind again.
Beep beep.
Hexy?
Hey.
Are you okay?
The party line.
Z doesn't care. Are you okay?
Yes! Great. Never been better.
Stay safe. We're going,
Pyrotechnics.
we're going to fire a weapon that's going to stop them from converting people.
Wait, what are we doing?
Rachel.
You are going to need to pilot the ship in closer to the planet in order to fire.
I'm
this
on
weapon.
it. I am the galaxy.
Okay.
The galaxy is me.
God, here we go.
So at that point, we will enter into ship combat because you are having to enter the combat fight. There will potentially be other ships that will target you, especially as you emerge as a fucking Leviathan into this fight. The rays are really primed to go after that.
So what
You know,
is the lay of the land?
It was just
in
pointed out
space?
to me that we are all red, blue, and purple.
We got color schemes going on here, except for the rainbow over there.
I mean, but she's got pink and blue and
good.
They're covered. The bases are covered.
All right.
And
I'm
then
neutral.
there's Goth Boy over here.
God.
So
Does Hexy have any comms with the fleet as part of this?
you were probably on the planet potentially conversing. I think you would be able to communicate directly with individual fleets, or you can kind of just send like distress signals. From where you are, unless you're at like a base where you can kind of send a deeper range signal, you're gonna have a harder time reaching a lot of the ships. But you probably have a communicator with. Actually, you have a communicator with one specific ship.
I would ask that ship to give them cover if they say anything about a weapon.
Okay. So I will have you guys roll. Whoever's piloting is going to roll me a d8 plus their dexterity for the initiative.
Is this a normal initiative roll? In which case I get to roll twice?
Yes.
Oh.
9.
What?
That's an 8 plus 1.
Well done. Yay.
Gonna end this in style.
Very quickly.
All right. So first is going to be the Batleth. You guys will all take your
Not
action.
the Batleth.
God, I literally wrote the word Sarin down on here. I'm so used to referring to
Why
you.
do you keep hurting me?
Because I thought you were gonna murder my NPC instead. Well, let me murder my NPC instead.
When you offered a heroic sacrifice, we decided instead of taking the heroic sacrifice to ship.
The only murder that's gonna
Yeah,
happen
no, it's fair.
is all of us
me.
to ourselves.
Excuse me.
That's fair.
The Batleth was heroically sacrificed. We lost someone, and I think that we need to appreciate that loss.
You were right there.
All right.
Did you say that into the
No.
So first up is
Does Hexy
Sarin.
know you have kids?
This is a private line.
Anyway, I know that we have at least 2. I only need to fire that one weapon. Are we within range?
No, you are not within range.
Then
It
I
will
can-
take a full turn for you to get in range. So the lay of the land in front of
Yes.
you. There are multiple coalition ships. There are also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 raised ships that have come through. 4 were completely destroyed, including what makes your life way easier: the cruiser and the carrier, I should say. The
5
carrier and
raised
one of the
ships.
battleships.
Yes.
There is one battleship. It's a little bit damaged from the explosion. There is a heavy frigate. The scout is on the planet, which you are out of range of, and there is the cruiser.
But the other ones.
The other ones are within range.
Wait.
Give me some juice, Captain.
And Hexy, this is when I'll have your action resolve too, so you can communicate with them during this turn, and you'll take your turns when the Batleth does.
Okay.
Not the Batleth.
You're all the crew. That's your name now. That's your group name. Congratulations.
It's okay.
Honey, I'll deal with that later. But did you say you've got a weapon?
Yes.
Oh, great. I'm sending someone to cover you.
Oh yeah, they're together.
Oh, okay.
That was a side meet beep.
Side movie.
So you could have literally just turned and said it in person. I like it, but like if this was a dramatic scene in a movie, it would all be silent. There would be no talking because everyone's doing it in their heads.
It's a good thing this isn't a movie.
Yep.
I think. Oh wait, huh?
What area? 'Cause two
What
combats-
department is
Yeah,
everybody
that's what I
at?
mean.
I'm guns.
Comms.
Guns, comms, pilot,
Yes.
lead,
Yeah.
command,
Yeah. Bridge.
bridge, I should say, or captain,
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, is there?
because that's bridge,
Oh yeah,
comms,
communications is bridge.
gunnery,
Bridge.
engineering,
So captain.
and captain. Okay. That's the 5 departments. Ari will just generate a command point for you.
I also generate 2.
Yes.
Go.
My
Wait, does
my
that mean we
question
already
is,
have 3? Can I fire both weapons?
You should.
do we need to choose a specific action in order to?
So you need to
close the
pursue
distance?
pursue target will be
Okay,
the
so that's
action
3
that you need
CP.
to. On the plus side, they can't roll against you. You can just get closer. So I will have you take the action, and that will just move you closer to this particular ship.
Does it make sense to do what is it? Ghost sensor on them?
Sensor ghost.
Sensor ghost.
So you need to pick a target. There are 5 targets for you to go after. Probably, let's see
No,
which one is.
yeah, you use your program as an AC bonus until the next turn.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
That's not bad,
Sensor
yeah.
Ghost.
That would
no,
be-
that is good.
To save it, to give us some protection.
You are nearest one of the heavy frigates.
Okay. I think I want to do sensor. Sensor ghost just helps us.
There's more than one heavy frigate?
There are 2.
Okay.
1 battleship, 2 heavy frigates, and a cruiser.
So right now we have 3 CP.
So did I have to use 3 CP in order to pursue the planet?
Yes.
So
To close the distance. as well.
I am going to support a department, and I'm going to support Conrad. Ziana joins him up at the comms and pushes her mind closer to Sarin to try and aid him in piloting.
Okay.
So that gives him 2.
Which gives him choose a department. 1 action at that department will require 2 fewer command points.
Okay.
So we need one
So-
more command point for pursue target.
Wait, what?
No.
No, you have 2 fewer.
It drops the
command
cost by
points.
2, and she already generates 2,
And she
so
already
that's
generates
1.
two.
So
we
you
have 2 command points now.
You have 1 from Ziana,
And one from Ari.
Yeah.
and 1 from Ari, so you have 2.
You had 3,
Okay.
And he used 1.
Oh, you're right, you have 3.
so we have 2.
So you have,
That's what I said.
If we've only used 1.
yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So we've got 2.
I'm gonna do my job.
Yeah.
sure you don't want to go above and beyond?
Oh, that's what I mean.
Are you
All
sure
right,
you don't want to?
how are you going above and beyond?
I'm waking up from my nap.
Good job, Kika.
Kika just like she scurries
These
out.
command points magically get generated from yawning.
And I think Kika's gonna go straight down to engineering,
Okay.
which I assume as Sarin gets larger out of its baby puppy stage, the airways also grow larger that she can climb down into.
There's definitely like tubes you can get through.
Yeah.
There's a fucking hallway that goes down there. Are you just trying to find a quick route?
Quick route.
right.
I'm gonna take the chute. It takes me
Esophagus.
down
The
in
chute.
there. And I think when I
You come out, you're a little slimy and you're not sure
Yeah,
why.
it's okay. I'm covered in fur. So now just sticky fur, and I'm just gonna hit the engine with my body, and I think that's gonna make it go faster because it's gonna be like a little boo boo in your lungs, and that makes you go faster.
No, that's not what happened.
How is Kika still alive?
I think her willful ignorance of biology, she just like refuses to believe that she's injured.
It's like the power of atheism.
No, it never.
So we just roll for it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You need a 9 or higher.
Done.
Okay. What's your skill level in fix?
2.
So
So
you
I
generate
3.
another 3 command points.
So now we have 5, which is enough for us to both take action.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're pursuing the target. You are going to fire all guns.
Yeah.
What do you want to? Do you want to just target the heavy frigates closest?
Yes.
Okay.
Because there's no like fighter size things. I have the armor piercing one, the flak, and then I have the particle one. So I would just roll 2 d20s.
2 d20s to hit it.
And what's the bonus that I get to hit?
You roll your regular
My
shoot
regular.
bonuses.
Okay. I just realized that the rest of my saves were totally wrong, so I'm assuming that this is probably wrong, but I think it's probably right.
Yeah, we'll find out.
That'll be fine.
Good. Excellent. This is 18.
That'll
And this is 15.
The 15 also hits.
Cool.
Yes!
Okay, so 2d6 for the armor piercing flak, and then I roll that twice and take the highest, right?
Yes. For the flak, you roll twice. Only for fighters. You're not fighting. A fighter,
Okay,
so you
well,
just roll.
11 plus whatever. Do I take a bonus to damage there?
No.
Okay, so 11. And then for the particle beam, 14.
Wow. That's gonna be good.
Okay, so 11 plus 14.
All right. Nice. A solid impact on the side of the ship, and it shudders. However, all right. Go ahead and roll yours first. You're trying to go CMC.
Yes. I did. I got 12, and my program is 3.
Okay. So you
Whoa.
boost your
Plus 3
AC by 3.
That's a lot.
That's
I
solid.
almost spent it up to level 4, and then I was like,
I don't think you actually can take skills up to level 4. So
I needed 5 points.
All right. With that ship, however, is going to whirl around, and they are going to target you with
They can try.
They're suite of weapons. I don't know. They've got 3 weapons. So
Wait, did Conrad roll his?
Yeah, but I
It
wasn't
just
doing
happened.
evasive maneuvers. I was doing.
you just pursue target. Yours, unless you want. You will automatically succeed on it because it's an opposed
okay.
test and the planet is not rolling.
Okay. Okay.
I rolled it already. It was
Okay.
14.
14, yes. You succeeded getting closer to the,
Yes.
I guess, not technically
I don't know, I thought
stationary
you might
object
be
of a planet.
Treating it like a success fail.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Technically, I guess you could fail it. 2 of the weapons will hit. One of the plasma beams.
What?
Ah!
What?
Wait,
Gonna hurt.
I'm sorry. There's a hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, but let me roll how much damage
Okay.
it does first.
That's
Okay.
good.
Okay.
We're ready then.
Surin takes. Oh, sorry, Surin. 8 damage.
Oh.
How much
minus
HP does Surin?
Surin, who would like to hold? Okay, Surin has 50 HP.
Oh.
You should give that to Ziana.
Can Ziana be
5-0.
Can she tank it?
No. However, Surin does have a burst EMC generator, so you roll a d6. If it hits on a 6, then the attack automatically misses.
What?
It's literally a
The 1 in
field of
6
like.
chance of missing.
It's a 1 in 6 chance of an attack that succeeds in hitting actually missing.
Because we're
So
cool.
do you want to roll the 6?
Let's
So
roll
you have to,
Roll d6.
the Surin has a 1 in 6 chance of
Roll
dodging.
specifically
You
a
want me to roll
6.
what, D6?
Yeah.
2.
Nope.
And
I think
How much
only works once.
damage did we just take?
that was 8. All right, the ship takes a hit.
I was delayed.
It's okay.
Not on the ship.
Whatever.
oh, I'm really glad I
That's
was.
fair.
We'll get it
I
did a little
next show.
And the other one, oh no.
Don't
I'm
say
really,
oh no.
I'm really sorry. I just looked at how much damage
Don't
this
let your
guy
ship blow up before you get to the planet.
have
Hexy
a
will
lot.
Do we
I don't
have
even have enough.
transporters?
I mean, one of
no.
our ship already blew up.
You
so.
can jump though once you get close enough.
Jump?
He doesn't know.
Funny story now.
Okay.
Probably.
It's okay. They only have 4 ammo on this
Oh.
one.
Wait.
But it does have AP 20.
No.
The torpedo
Wait, you do have it.
jams in the side of Surin. Oh, you can roll to see if it misses.
Yeah, please What am I rolling?
Roll a
D6.
d6.
D6. EMP pulse thingy.
1.
Ah!
For another 7 points of damage.
Ah!
All right. It was
I
very
want to
close.
do the Ahura, like.
All right, that's gonna bring it to the
Falling
fleet.
off
To Hexy, what are you doing?
Okay, so rewinding like 6 seconds, I'm on the planet. There was some kind of scout ship crashed. Ordering effect. Then I felt the fuzzy. Oh my goodness, my ship is back feeling, and that probably gave Hexy a little bit more encouragement.
And then probably a little bit of the like, ow, the ship just got hit feeling.
Shit. And then there was the exchange between me and Ziana. So then I look for Hexy has what is it called? There's the thing where thermokinesis.
Yep.
So we're in a big urban area,
Yeah.
and she's gotten stronger, so she can influence up to 800 kilograms of stuff. So she finds a
Solid, large vehicle.
yeah, like a large vehicle that's leaking, and she sets the vehicle on fire, and hoping that the fuel will make a secondary explosion and create a distraction near the scout ship.
Okay.
So
You don't even roll for this, right? You just commit the
I
effort.
just commit the effort and do it.
There's
So-
this glorious explosion.
and I just meet to the crew. Distraction.
Thea's just gonna go. Ooh.
The explosion has a sort of 2 impacts. One, people run away from it.
Good.
Even if they didn't necessarily know there was something they should be running away from. So you just see hordes of like people just leaving their homes and just like booking it down the street, mildly panicked. And you definitely think you see kind of in the distance the hollow like turning into that direction. Like obviously that their attention has been drawn that way, out of curiosity or just like moths to a flame.
The hollow like shiny things.
Don't say that. You're very shiny.
Can you pretend to be a hollow?
Hexy glows.
I don't think I have like
Sneak.
full on like disguise abilities. I can influence the way my armor looks, but
Yeah.
I don't
If
think
you
it's
really
a
wanted to like
full-on-
go like full hair and makeup on this one, like you could like run into a building and like give yourself a makeup look, but they'd probably notice you're not one of them.
Hexy's not. She's not a backup dancer. She's more of the leader.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna
Soloist.
pretend. Okay. the fleet engages. You see on the sensors, a large number of other ships. There's one that peels off that has the kind of human fleet symbol on it, and you recognize it as an official Ica ship, and it sends hail over to your ship, which kind of starts as like, I'm not entirely sure you know how to send hail, how to receive hails. Is Conrad there? It's Lieutenant Santiago.
Oh, I know who it is.
Tell her I'm busy being the universe.
He's busy, bitch.
Lieutenant,
Oh, there's history.
Lieutenant Santiago, this is Ziana.
Captain Ziana, that's not your ship.
It is now.
Interesting.
Sorry, Ari.
So,
Welcome
I
to
was
the
told
fight.
to give you some cover. We'll do our best.
Excellent. Our primary target is the ship on the surface.
What do you intend to do about it? If you shoot it from space, you will probably murder people on the planet.
We have a weapon specifically disables.
Oh, you have one of those.
Yes.
I saw the information.
Good.
I guess still quibbling about it.
Of course they are. I imagine they'll quibble long after this is over.
Sorry I couldn't bring more to help. Only the Eratos and the human contingencies were interested in fighting.
We appreciate all of the help that we can get.
I'm sure you're delighted about the Eratos being here.
I am sure my kinfolk who I see in the fight are equally excited.
And with that, they're going to also fire at the scout, the frigate, and they hit quite spectacularly. They do a good chunk of damage. Okay.
Good job, Santiago.
Wendy,
I could do that.
you're kind of a dick, but since I'm now bigger than the entire universe itself, I can let that go.
You know, it was a lot easier when you were dead, Conrad.
Never mind. I'm a leaf on the wind.
Oh my
Watch me
God.
flutter about aimlessly.
I hate everything that just happened.
All right. Sarin, the crew of Sarin.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I personally would really be fond of shooting.
You're parachuting.
How far are we from the scout ship on the surface?
You need to take one more move, and then you can fire the next round.
Okay.
So we need 3 for Conrad.
So, Ari is generating. I'm generating 2 automatically. We have 3. Ziana will continue to support Conrad in his being the universe.
So
also-
he needs 1, so now we have 2.
Don't forget, you can take a crisis instead of damage.
Oh.
Rules.
Giving it all she's got.
I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Don't you stay
It's on
that.
page 116, 117.
Wait. So,
Isn't that a...
Yeah, once per round, a ship may choose to accept a crisis instead of taking an enemy hit.
I don't think we're there yet.
soon though.
Yeah.
It's once per round, so you can like slow down.
How many
damage
crises
over time.
do you want?
They're
How
Once
good are you
deal
rolling?
with the crisis? Then
What
it's
if it's the
normally fine.
spa? Like, that wouldn't be good.
That's a big
That's a
crisis.
big
we
crisis.
It better not be the spot.
That's probably
Yeah, I
really
would say
important for
let's
Sarin.
hold on to that one for the moment.
Okay, so you're planning on firing all guns, and
I would
you're
like
I'm
to.
pursuing the
also
target
firing
of
target.
a stationary
presuming the
planet.
two of you did the same thing you did the last time. That would be enough CP, and then it's kind of up to Thea.
You have to roll.
Can I? So there is another one where I can either give us more AC, or I can take away command points from them. Yes. What do we want me to do? Is ultimately what it boils down to. Because like, I can see advantages to both.
I mean, it
I
really
think
depends on
not
how
getting
many...
hit would be pretty great.
Is our
true,
AC
they're pretty
stack, or is it just you continue to give us the bonus?
I can just continue. Your AC will drop back down otherwise.
It depends on how many. If you give us command points or take them.
I'm gonna give you giving.
Okay, well, like try.
Okay. So how do you go above and beyond?
Well, as we know, Serena's tiny. Well, tiny child years.
Sarin is a baby. A baby.
And so,
I mean, it's a
Kika-
huge baby, but it's a baby.
He's gonna like roll up and just be like, "Wake time! It's wake time! We're gonna wake up, gonna do our." And just like, it's kind of like petting the longest wall.
just like to point out that she's the only one amongst us who actually does have children.
She is.
See the morning
Okay.
with your
Well-
Here's
That's a good
Here's the
thing.
thing. This is not fixed. Just so you know, if that's what you're
Is
doing.
this talk?
Yes, I will
I
take
have
talk.
talk.
I was gonna say talk or lead, but I will take talk. Talk and charisma.
All right. Okay.
I'm glad our engineer is using her
Let's
talk and
see.
charisma to get us through the space
Good.
battle.
The first week in engineering school. You gotta know how to
explain
talk.
away a problem.
Talk to your ship.
That is, yeah.
Is it 9?
All right.
But
Wait, is it less than 9?
oh yeah.
Then we lose a command point.
It's
You
6.
just don't gain a command point.
No, we lose one. On a
Oh,
failure,
you're
you
right,
gain
on a
negative
failure.
1 command point.
No.
Which means we have 1 command point.
we only have one.
So
Yes.
That's not enough for any of mine. I think both mine are 2.
That means that one of us has to just
So-
do our job.
Ziana, do you generate 2 in addition? Yeah, no, you just generate 2 automatically.
It's
so you
Star
have
Captain.
2,
My Star Captain folk
Yeah.
guide gives me 2 per
and then you
round.
could do something else to generate more. So you have 3
But she
as a base.
supported his.
Okay. Yeah, so there's 1 left.
Yeah.
So, I think it's probably more important to stop them from shooting than for us to get off a shot.
Yep, sure.
Okay.
Wait,
What do
so
you think,
have
Captain?
3.
I think destroying them
plus
is
1. You have 2
the
left.
ultimate goal.
Rules are rules, okay?
But you have a military ship who's good at destroying things.
So are we.
Well, we
If
our
we
engineer did just try to talk our ship. into
you know
it.
what?
No, the engineer tried to
If
sing
we
a
can-
lullaby.
If we can aid Santiago in firing and taking bigger chunks, sure. Let's try that.
Actually, I don't think I have anything that would aid them. Do I?
No, by taking away command points.
Oh. Yep. I can do that.
Okay, so that is against a targeted ship, but that's only against one of them.
Yeah. I feel like it's better for us to gain AC.
I feel like because if there's multiple people attacking us,
Okay. Yeah.
I don't want to get hit.
Okay.
I think the way that Thea handles this is when you say like, no, we should hit them. She's like, and then she just does it.
Okay.
Let's see, 11, 15.
15. That will succeed.
so in order for her to have the 2 points, I just did my job, which is probably just providing like cover fire.
Perfect.
And that increases our AC to what?
Plus 3 to your AC.
Plus 3.
All right. That ship now has 2 targets, so it is going to be separately targeting ships. It is only going to fire 1 at you. It's firing 1 of its torpedo shots because it went really well last time. And it rolls a 20.
Why do you do
Take a
this?
crisis.
It's okay.
Well,
I
first
want to
roll
point
the-
out, I'm going to give you this piece of information. It is 3d8 that I will be rolling at that are
Can I
max.
take a crisis now? Okay,
Well,
yeah.
or can she roll the d6?
You guys,
to-
we
You roll the
wanted to
d6.
have a flaming inferno finale, right?
We
You
wanted
can
to
roll the d6
sacrifice her in
to see if it
anyways.
misses.
What do I have to roll to
A
crit?
6. It's a 1 in 6
Straight.
Nope.
But I'm
Okay.
not ready.
Do you want to take the crisis?
Yes.
Crisis.
Oh.
Okay.
Because it's like
Oh my God.
3d8
Yeah.
max is 24 points of damage. So
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd roll on the crisis table?
Do you want to roll on the crisis table? Or do you want me to roll on the
It
crisis
says
table?
the GM roll.
I'll let you do it if you want to seal your own fate.
I want.
What is that? It's a D10?
Yeah,
D10.
I want Liz to do it because her luck's really good.
Her
Are
luck's
you-
really
what?
not good.
Lauren's
Alright,
just trying to figure
one
out how
second,
she's
I'm
going
choosing
to
my
pad
die.
out the rest of the episode when we're all a flaming wreck in
Let's
space.
just like not roll a 3, okay?
All right.
I'm just gonna
I'm
cross
gonna roll-
Actually, you
now.
have some spare crew.
I'm gonna roll my gayest dice, y'all.
Okay.
Okay, I've
Okay.
crossed.
My gayest hand.
I feel like she wouldn't want us to lose those though.
It's a 5.
5, not
Fuel
a 3.
bleed.
Fuel bleed. Fuel bleed. Okay. You are.
That's
start
something for you to
losing
do.
Fuel. If not resolved by the next round, the ship will jettison all fuel except the minimal amount needed for in-system operation.
Well, that's
Wait,
okay.
That sounds bad.
That's a good job for you.
I like things getting flammable on the ground.
Well, it's in the atmosphere. I don't know if that's.
Also, I don't know if Saren's
Pressure bubble.
fuel is
It's-
combustible.
No, it's hydrogen.
Oh, is it? Okay. That's
Burn.
I mean, yeah. Sarin
Yes.
consumes hydrogen.
Yeah.
All right. So you have taken the crisis. You
That's
negate
very
the damage.
combustible.
The other 2 shots are
atmosphere.
Santiago, and one of them hits and the other one misses. Their ship, you see it shudder in space. I guess this ship, Sarin, took a hit. And they're like, immediately you see kind of like next to you this readout gauge, Kika, that's like, fuel levels critical.
Is it saying
and then
it?
like dropping
Or is
rapidly.
there just a noise?
Yeah, there's just like a noise that you recognize
Is it
as
like
the
a
fuel
slide
levels.
Is it? Are we acting? Or is it our action now?
The fleet will take their action, and Hexy also needs to go.
I was just gonna say because I mean Ziana will definitely
Oh.
be like, "We're leaking fuel." Like she will make sure you know.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so it's
Hexy, what do you do on the planet? And this isn't a combat turn, so you can kind of do a few more things. Like this takes like minutes. This is several minutes.
okay. Is there any? So the ship I've disabled. Is there any like weaponry on it that I can commandeer?
You mean the vehicle you exploded?
Yeah, or like the scout ship or any of that.
Well, the scout ship is very large and it's in the distance. You're probably like a kilometer from it. One of the drop pods you were like half a kilometer from, and that's where what's the range on your detonation? I assume the range on your
100
telekinesis.
meters, I think.
Okay. So you've moved relatively close to the drop pod. It has, unless you wanted to get within 100 meters of the drop pod to set off an explosion, I assume it was like drop pod, 100 meters, and then you. So you're like 200 meters from it. So what are you looking for? What's your goal?
I'm looking for a way to slow them down.
So they're in a city, so they're moving through a lot of streets, like things that you could do to kind of block off areas, especially if you wanted to like funnel them or kind of just start like popping detonations like around their drop pod. That would certainly make it harder for them to move through that area.
How would you like to play the thermokinesis? Is that I get to do it once and for a single effort, or is it like the effort's committed, I can continue to use
I think
that
it's
power?
as long as you commit the effort. It's the same as your regular telekinesis, right? Does it say for the scene?
It says cause. The notes I have don't say.
Okay. My guess is it's either for the scene, and then you can just do it as many times so you get it back.
Which would
at
be the
end
same
of
as the
scene.
armory, so
Yeah.
we'll do that. Great. So in that case, Hexy will systematically try to go around and start more explosions.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a. Let's see. This is probably like 10 minutes. So roll a d10. Let's see how many explosions you can set off.
Which one is it? Which one is it? This one, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at those pretty dice.
5.
Yeah, you pop like multiple vehicles. You're just like booking it around. You just telekinetically jumping slightly to give you some speed boost for no mostly dramatic reason. And yeah, bam, bam, bam.
She's
just
grinning
like
a little bit. I mean, this is a very somber situation.
a 360
But
performance.
yeah, it's and she's like she does have her armor engaged, her telekinetic armor, and she controls how it looks. So she's sparkling. She doesn't
course.
care. This is a show, and she's humming. What's the song we used to sing on the ship?
The Ica one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just humming
playing
that
on
while
our minds.
exploding things.
It's beautiful. Yeah, you start pinning them in. Like, you're very clearly directing where any of the hollow from this particular drop pod are able to go. And a couple of them definitely get caught in the crossfire as they're moving out, and you sort of time the explosion to go off, and you take out a handful of them as well. All right, the fleet, they pop off 2 very solid shots on this frigate, which is enough to disable it.
So that was
The
One
frigate.
of the heavy frigates.
gosh.
It is currently dead in the water.
Okay.
They're
Are there
going to-
any other ships in range?
Yeah, let's see which one it is. Yes, the battleship.
Are we in range of the
Which
planets?
was already damaged. You said.
This, you did 2 turns. You can fire on this turn.
Okay, then that's what I would do.
Okay.
And that's
Oh, wait.
2 command points?
So you can fire at the scout ship.
Wait, is it back to our turn?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay. So Ziana would definitely let you know. Meet Kika. We're hemorrhaging fuel.
Kika, have you tried singing a lullaby to the ship?
Mimi, Kika,
Yeah.
you got this.
Oh, yeah.
But no, really, you got this.
I have to.
Yeah.
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 So, this time, Ziana is going to support a department, but is going to support Rachel.
Okay.
So she moves over to a different console, tells Conrad it's all you, and starts routing targeting information to specific targeting information to Rachel's console, zeroing in on where they are and giving a more complete
Cool.
picture.
And I comes to Kika, not Kika, to Thea, and I'm like, Thea,
Meet, what?
keep us steady, and give me what would it be? It says the defeat ECM is you roll on a opposed against a targeted ship. So like basically
So
you're
I just
trying
need to light them up for you?
Yeah, fairy fire. You fairy
Yeah,
fire.
You're popping them onto the targeting scanner.
Don't worry.
Because you generate 2, and then you made mine cost 2 less.
Yes.
So mine's free. The 2 generated will help. I get it to hit
Are you
bonus.
firing one weapon or?
I'm firing the 1.
Okay.
The big, the
Yep.
The
So
big,
the-
we got
the-
one shot.
yours is
syringe.
neutral.
the
That's your
syringe.
2. If both of you, you're dealing with the crisis, so
Yeah.
you need to go above and beyond. Actually, no, Ari's giving you 1, so you can just do your job for her to have enough CP for this.
All right. I am Conrad. I am better than that jerk Wendy. But
Your
I'm a
comms are
space
open,
god,
Conrad.
so it doesn't matter. I know they're open, Wendy.
I left them that way.
Oh, by the way, once you're dead, you're not best boy anymore.
I'm best universe.
Yeah, bitch. Then Thea, will, so she got 15.
Okay.
So,
What did I do?
16.
It's a opposed ant program against the scout ship.
Oh, opposed. Okay. You got 15. Oh. I will still say you get it because they would not have the same bonus as you. I rolled 12, which is very impressive, but I think they probably only have a +2.
Well, she rolled 11 with
But
a
I
plus
have-
like a bajillion.
Yeah. I have a million.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah?
so,
Yeah,
so we're
you
good.
succeeded.
Okay.
Yeah,
They
so-
don't have as many bonuses.
So Thea will drag and basically just highlight each of the ships for you,
Okay.
and specifically highlight their weaknesses.
Just the
like,
scout ship. That's
do,
all I
do,
need.
do. So it'll just pop up on your screen.
Gives you the exact location to inject this hypodermic torpedo into
And-
this giant
Into
spaceship.
the butt of
And
the
now,
spaceship.
and now,
The thigh.
I have a plus 12
It's just
to
a
my
side
roll.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait, plus 12?
Plus 6 from her, plus 6 from my regular
Holy
hit.
cow.
So let's
So don't
fucking
screw this
hope.
up.
Okay, I get a 23.
That will hit.
Okay.
The torpedo, the virus-loaded payload, fires into the atmosphere of the planet. Like, you see this sort of arcing thing, and, like, you maybe have a moment of panic because, like, normally when big explosions come towards a planet, like, it's a bad thing. There's a lot of, like, ICA regulations against that. And it doesn't explode. It just, like, hammers into the side of the scout ship and just disappears.
Rachel lets out a breath. It hit.
You don't really know what happened.
Was that you, hun?
Hun?
Pun. Meet me, pun.
Yeah, it was Rachel. Remember the one I told you about?
It looked great.
Well done, Rachel.
Thanks. And then she turns to Thea. Thank you.
Seriously, though,
yeah.
Wendy, I forgive you for being jealous of me all the time.
Okay, so you need to roll to fix the crisis.
Yeah,
you're
you're
waiting
still
for
hydrogen fuel right now.
I just said, we're taking it. This is a science thing. Are you ready? Imagine.
Buckle up!
All right, chat.
Okay, I assume there's a bunch of pipes that deliver hydrogen to all the parts, like blood in a body, like veins.
I think it probably gets converted. It's like, carried on cells, you know, in the case we don't have tubes full of raw oxygen in our body.
So it's hemorrhaging one point. So I'm literally gonna turn off all the tubes that go to that one point. So it's gonna pump
You're gonna
the hydrogen.
cauterize it.
Everybody else. No.
Yes, just say yes.
Yes.
You were
Yeah.
sorry, you're tourniqueting it.
Yeah,
like
I'm
you were
tourniqueting.
okay. You're tourniqueting.
I'm saying this is a no a hydrogen area, and then the hydrogen will go out through the rest of the ship.
okay.
That was
That's actually
not
pretty
horrible.
solid. Like that is both biological and technological.
You did it.
I mean,
but
tourniquets can kill a person.
They can, but
Yeah.
that's
They're
fine.
on too long, but it's a crisis.
I got Tule Tree, and it's literally just there's it's just loosening and then tightening and then different areas. Because you gotta tighten the pipes so the air doesn't go through the hydrogen.
It's just
I should've
tightening,
stopped
it's not
talking.
fire.
Should have just stopped talking.
It's
Tourniquet,
also like
not cauterizing.
to be clear, it's not going to be liquid hydrogen running through a ship.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, much in the same way,
death.
liquid oxygen does not run through our veins.
That would be
Speak for yourself.
bad.
I would like to use my expert skill to re-roll once.
Yeah, now would be a great time to do it if you did not get above a
There we go. I did good. I got 15.
15. You expertly cut off the flow of various ship-based fluids to a specific area, and the ship ceases hemorrhaging. You see the fuel levels stabilize themselves.
Well done, Kika.
All right. Torpedo delivered. Crisis averted. Hexy, are you going to be doing anything else, or do you kind of want to take some more time and just like fully isolate this particular drop pod? Do you want to try and move on to a different one?
Hexy does send a signal to the local radio stations to play the song that she worked on, just on repeat, just to communicate as a way of communicating to the local populace.
Anything
that
for you,
the
Miss
rays-
Kate.
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
Jesus.
Kiss, kiss.
I love you. I love you. Oh my God!
It's dying.
I know.
But yes, after she's done with that, she goes back to very self-satisfying.
Okay, do you wanna
She's
focus-
taking out a lot of anger
On
on
explosions?
about everything, about months away from Ziana, about Aika not wanting to save the universe. Like there's something better than the universe. Like there's some explosions for
politics.
that. Yeah, politics are dumb. There's lots. Yeah.
Excellent.
A lot of emotional.
The rays still distracted. They're only going to fire one weapon at you. Actually, with the battleship. Battleship's probably engaged with too many, so we'll find out.
Let's see.
Yes, they will fire you.
Wait.
You are. I need a yes/no die. It's one of my favorite things that I have.
It's a pretty cool die.
The battleship is like you are. Sarin is a giant target to raise. Like they know exactly who and what this is, and their objective is to destroy it because it is one thing that is supposed to be able to destroy them. So the battleship is going to take one of its shots at you with let's find out which one it's going to fire. Okay, it's a grab cannon.
That doesn't sound good.
It's not great for you. And what's your AC right now?
18.
Did she
It's
boost your
regular.
AC?
No, she helped me to hit.
15.
Sorry.
All right.
Roll the d6.
I succeed. Roll the d6. As you see this grab cannon, like,
Oh my
this,
gosh.
no, it's beautiful. This massive beam come charging through, like you see the light of it searing across, if there was windows, but windows are a structural weakness, searing through space, like it's reading on all of your radars, and Sarin just suddenly, like, the biggest nope that Sarin has ever done. You just feel it, all of you, like hum and kind of, if you were outside, like the surface of it just scatters with light and it sends off a pulse, and the beam basically just like twists and then fires off and just like dissipates out into space.
Wow,
assume we can
Sarin,
see
you
that
should do
from
that
the
more
minute.
often.
That was really
And you see
weird.
this just like streak arcing across the sky. That was very lucky.
How much damage does one of
It
those
was
bad boys?
46. AP 20.
4d6.
4d6, not 4t6.
I
As
thought
in,
it
like,
was 46 too.
I
and I
mean,
was
that's
like,
not good
9.
either. Like,
it would have been 14.
Well, see, we're good though.
Yeah,
It was
we're
not
safe.
14.
Okay. As that happens, that was the Ray's turn. The fleet, they're all engaged in this battleship. You see several of the ships in the fleet, like a couple of them look like they're dead in the water, like they were ripped apart by the battleship. In particular, the cruiser as well. But it definitely is a fight that at this point you are on the tail end of, like you are towards the edge of it. You are close enough at this point on your turn. If you would like to take the ship down, you can land. You have some other options. What will kind of drop out of space combat time for you to all converse amongst yourself of what your next move would be?
We have to help these
We
people.
have to. We have to.
Only one ship landed, and we've disabled their ability to make more soldiers. We have to help the people here to make sure that not more ships land.
Question, Ari.
Yes.
Has the Leviathan ever actually been landed on a planet before?
No. I mean, the entire existence of Seren was on the planet, then running for our lives through the galaxy, and then you.
Right. Okay.
It's possible. We're still small enough.
Okay.
We can't leave the coalition here to defend themselves.
I'm with you guys.
We have to help them.
Hexy,
We have the Kuthra.
we're going to be a little bit longer.
I'll do what I can down here.
The
you stay
coalition
safe.
has more ships than them. Like, you guys can fight, but it's a question of, do you want more people on the planet to die, or do you want, or more people, like, there are drop pods that were not from the scout ship, meaning they can still produce.
Oh,
okay.
I thought that
Okay.
everyone landing couldn't produce.
Yeah, I
more.
thought it was just the scout
The
ship. that would do it.
largest section of it, but they are still sending off drop pods.
What does Hexy know about this planet? Does this planet have like space technology? Are there
Yeah.
ships that say a hollow could wander onto and then launch?
Potentially, they would have a hard time flying from what you know of Hollow. Like, most of them are, like, the Hollow are not capable of technology in that way. They just don't understand it. One thing you do know, and you have been a little bit surprised, that all of the drop pods have been making it through. In some areas, there are anti-aircraft. Like, there are essentially guns that would shoot down ships, and you suspect they just don't know or have been deactivated, or there's something wrong with them and they need to be repaired. It's Duranga. Stuff gets broken a lot and doesn't get fixed.
Is there
Hear my
any
song.
Is there any ship in particular that's been launching these drop pods, or just all of them?
They've come from most of them. Mostly the battleship and the cruiser would probably have sent off the majority of them.
And we haven't damaged either of those yet.
Yeah.
Do we have any sort of knowledge in terms
The
of how many
battleship
additional?
Damaged when it came in.
Somewhat, yeah.
Do we? Good point. Do we have any sort of knowledge in terms of how many additional drop pods could be launched out of either of those two ships, based on our knowledge of the Leviathans and knowledge of how many are on the planet so far?
Anyone who wants to can give me know and intelligence for what you remember about Leviathans and how many soldiers can be kept on them. Sure. If you want, Hexy, you're on the planet, or anyone can also give me a, I guess from the ship it would be program and intelligence to see how many had landed on the planet.
Ooh, I've got
From the
that.
planet it would be wisdom and notice.
3 ones.
No, this is a 2.
Okay, so what's your total on either of the
I'm
things you're
sorry.
trying to find out?
Huh?
What did you roll, the 3 or the
But I
the
unless I want to take
almost
my
snake
exert
eyes.
or my reroll, which I
Do
don't.
it.
No, I think it will be way useful later.
Okay.
It's once per scene.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I also rolled an 11. So.
I'm re-rolling this.
Okay.
Wait, you rolled an 11?
Yep.
Never mind.
I assume there was some knowing eye contact and you
Yeah,
just
there was
backed away.
there was like a
Hexy rolled a 9.
9. Okay. You know you've dealt with, you've been really like focused on one. You've seen probably at least 3 others that have landed in this period of time.
3 other drop pods. Do I see any of those anti-aircraft like towers?
There's a bunch scattered around. So you don't know what the other side of the planet looks like, but from where you are, that you can definitely see one. If it currently hasn't been working, your best guess would be that there was probably some sort of turf war in this area that resulted in it getting caught in the crossfire or damaged in some way. And if that were to be brought functional, it would probably help. You would notice as well that almost all of the drop pods have been coming in near the scout ship, as if they're not trying to disperse their numbers too widely. They're all within a kilometer of the scout ship. So if you can get there are 2 guns in this area operational, that would likely have a significant effect.
We have the mind bomb weapon, right? And that's not a one shot.
That'll disrupt our communication.
It disrupts
But
your
it's-
communication,
But it's not a thing we can use in space.
The distance is too far in
Yeah.
space.
It's an on the
No,
ground.
it's
weapon.
like a.
It disrupts their communication. Does it like hurt? Because I seem to remember it sort of like it felt like a
Yeah,
pain.
it
so-
incapacitates you in a sense. You can't
So-
take any actions until you save from it.
Okay.
It's a migraine.
It's a real intense migraine. Yeah.
All right. So there aren't so few coalition that like if we leave, we're leaving them to die.
No. There are not.
Okay.
Captain, if this is possibly the end of the world, end of everything, I'm sure you would rather be down there with her than up in the sky.
There's another explosion.
Of course, that's where I would want to be, but she would want me to be where I need to be. But if there's really no more good that we can do up here besides be sitting ducks with our
Captain, give me just one more shot, and then we can go down.
You can also take the shot against
As we
the
bring
ship
it
that's
in.
down there too.
Wait, didn't we just shoot it?
It didn't hurt it.
Oh, it just can't. Run.
Isn't that going to cause like a shit ton of collateral damage?
I mean, it'll still have all of its crew. They just can't make more of themselves.
No. I
No,
mean,
like,
if
if
we
we were-
fire a
Oh,
weapon
Yeah,
at it.
probably. That's up to you guys.
I mean,
It's
my
like-
thought was that one of the ships is already damaged, the battleship, and
Yes.
it has really powerful weapons, as we just saw.
You could take one more shot.
If we
and also win.
try and help that, and then like the
Take a
could
shot
do
and
both
then
at the
try
same
and
time.
land. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right. Hexy, we're coming down.
Great. I'm gonna make my way towards this tower. Just follow the explosions or my song. And context: Hexy was recruiting people. She wrote a song about the Rays, and it's been on the radio around the galaxy a bit. And that's what she's blasting the planet with right now. It's not about album sales. It's about alerting the population that there's,
She's very
there's a
good
threat.
at sweet talking DJs into playing the song. Also, I think you mean the space radio, the Spadio.
It's Spadio, yes. Yeah.
Spadio, kill the radio star.
No.
Yes,
This is it. You have one more night to endure, Dan. One more.
I'm not gonna make it.
Okay.
more
So
night
we'll
to-
have you take your last turn, and you're gonna make your way over there towards the tower. How are you progressing, Hexy? Are you trying to be sneaky? Are you trying to be? You just said follow the explosions, so I assume explosive as opposed to sneaky.
Yeah, not sneaking.
Okay.
Not sneaking. And
you,
I may even have like the equivalent of a little Bluetooth speaker playing the song also, because why the heck not? This is a performance.
Okay. As you are progressing through, you set off a number of other detonations, and at one point you kind of round a corner, and there are a group of rays in front of you.
Oh.
From what you can tell, these are crawlers. Mostly they're the sort of large, like small clawed ones that kind of move on the ground. They remind you a little bit of Kika in the way that they move. And you can't necessarily, from what you look at them, they look much more human than the rays you have normally encountered. They don't look like the classic rays. You
They're
would
locals.
suspect these are locals.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm very sorry for what's about to happen, but we'll try to stop this from happening to other people. And then she pulls her psionic gun.
What does your psionic gun look like? Because functionally, it doesn't need to look like a gun.
It looks whatever
Like it's firing
I want.
mind bullets.
She wants it to be imposing right now.
Okay.
You know, it's
But it
not
doesn't
like
weigh anything?
unwieldy. It's like it's ergonomic.
Okay.
That's a passion of mine right now.
Can't
Yeah.
imagine
But it looks like it's got several windy accoutrements, as if it's very technical. It's a tech level 4. It's
Like,
very
yeah,
tech-
and it's like glowing and
Oh
there's-
yeah, lots
okay.
of glow, lots of glitter.
Everything just sort of sparkles and
Yeah.
sloughs off light. We'll come back to the actual combat probably once they're on the planet, because then we'll all move into combat time. All right, your actions. What are you gonna do?
Can I, if I get enough coins, I'll do the highlight on the ships again.
Okay.
Okay.
So you need to land.
So is that an escape combat that we need to do? So that's
And I'll say it's
4
just
CP
one
right
action.
there.
Okay.
so then.
So I generate 3, but I can go support his department, and then it'll only cost 2. So then we have 1 left from the initial pool.
Then plus Ari's one, so 2
No,
left.
that was
That's
it.
who it's Ari.
One
So
was
your
it.
base pool is 3. Until anyone does anything else, that's Ari, and then 2 from Ziana. So it's gonna, and his costs 4. So, and supporting the department makes it cost 2. So you're gonna take 2 of these, which gives you 1 left. So you have 1 spare right now between Kika, Thea, and Rachel.
I would really like to be able to shoot.
I can generate some.
I think it. Oh.
You're gonna actually have to roll pretty well on this because you're trying to
If
land
we
on
can
the planet.
generate.
Will boxcars do?
Yes, boxcars will definitely do.
So, I think that we'll ultimately like generate too many command points, but I think if we both generate command points,
Then you can do your all guns
If
fire.
you
I
can
only
each
need,
generate at least
I only
1.
need 2 to
Yeah.
fire all guns because I have 1.
Yeah, but if I do
But then-
3, then some.
oh wait, yeah.
If
yeah,
you
can't
both
generate
do
it
your
via zero.
duty,
Yeah.
you'll generate 2.
You could
Yeah.
ask Ari to go above and beyond if you would like in some capacity. She is willing to do this, but she's just gonna default to like
What
keeping
about the
all of you
ducklings?
together.
Can each of them-
They are useless in this scenario. They are functionally unable to help you on this
So
ship.
if Ari were to go
They will
above
make it
and
worse.
beyond, how many points would she generate?
Depends on what you want her to do.
Right.
Her best skill is probably in metapsionics.
Oh, really?
Oh. Okay.
She could like talk to Seren and like guide Seren
Sing
through
the
some
lullaby.
things.
She's just like, this is like the first real combat that she's been, I think it's like the second one. And this is sort of terrifying. Everything else she's been doing has been fleeing, and she's like, what can I do?
Aryuta, if you could, for as difficult of a time as you're having, I'm sure that Seren is having an even worse time being fired at and now injured. If you could help them through this, maybe calm them, give them a bit more focus.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay.
And so she, like, kind of closes her eyes and puts her hands on the consoles and just sends out a wave into Seren, and all of you kind of feel it. It's like that
Is
sort of
it
gentle.
the concert of minds?
Basically. I mean, I haven't pulled up any of the specific ones, but she's a Metascion.
It means that any willing psychics within 3 meters are like linked and can use each other's powers.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Oh, you can go invisible.
Essentially, it's somewhere, yeah, it'd be somewhere around that, because Seren arguably is psychic. And so she's gonna roll it. Oh, that was not good. It's a 9.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
at least
5.
that's the difficulty.
Yeah, she just hits 9.
Oh, thank God.
Just.
So, what was her
Uh,
skill level?
2.
So we have 3 from her instead of just 1. So that means
So that brings us back up to 4.
3. We have 3.
Because
she
you only gained
gave
2.
1
true.
and now she gives 2.
Oh, yeah,
she's
okay,
giving
yeah,
2
yeah.
more.
Okay,
So we have
have
3. So I'm taken care of. So you two can support each other.
I'm gonna do things. You'd be amazing.
Aw.
Thea's gonna be like, you know it, and then even quieter, like a direct meet. She'll be like, thank you.
All right, how are you helping her, Kika?
Well, I do
gonna
know
give me
that
the
she's gonna do
close-up?
way better with comms if I direct more electricity to her.
The go-to Kika strategy. If I give it more power, it works better.
I'm giving it all she's got.
Getting the old she's got coming.
So, what do we not need?
Life support.
Oh no!
That was the
Oh
last
no! I always
time.
forget this is what you do.
I'm gonna go down.
We
on,
don't
like,
need the spa right now.
Oh, we always need those.
Yeah, this is a stressful situation.
I'm sorry.
I think there's a
Seren needs the spa. Okay.
there's a wall of dials, and all the dials are like, how much energy is each room getting? So like,
Sure.
she's gonna turn down the the fridge section.
like the fuse box.
Cargo
Yeah,
bay
analog
doesn't need
dials.
any energy right now.
Cold storage.
Really old school system.
Med bay, and
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we don't need medical.
We don't-
Biology.
I do.
I'm a biopsionic. We don't need medical.
We're fine.
You're gonna like this. It puts a lot more power through the other portions, which runs through a lot of the rooms.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm gonna give extra powers to comms, and if it happens to run through, a surge happens in Thea's room, and
You're trying to
heat is-
overclock her CPU.
I'm trying to overclock the heating lamp.
For the incubator?
You're no,
For the comms. You're trying to help her with comms.
both. I'm trying to sneak in both.
She's trying to cook the egg. Why would
I'm
you
trying to
cook
warm
the
it
egg?
so it'll
No.
hatch.
I think no. Yukika,
do
I'm
it.
giving you the one. You're helping her with comms. Roll it, and you're lucky I'm not making you roll program.
I mean, program is. Oh, I guess it's.
Roll fixed
I got it.
intelligence. You got, okay? It beat 9.
Yeah.
All right. What's your fix?
12.
Oh my
What's
god.
your fix?
Oh, 2.
2. Okay. So you have a 3 CP.
I mean, you only need 2.
Oh, chat.
I'm trying to. No, if you put more heat into it, it'll hatch faster.
No, not at all.
Oh, eggs work.
Yeah.
Have you seen what
That's
happens
like-
to an egg when you
Time
cook it?
and heat.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Did you ever bake a cake and try to double the temperature
Yeah.
in order to have it cook in half the time?
It's a post.
a
Against which ship are you targeting?
Yeah. I am gonna reroll.
The one that was trying to hit us with 46 damage, that one.
The battleship.
Better.
yeah.
One time I tried to cook
She
nachos
did her
twice as fast.
Yeah.
And
How'd
they-
that go out?
Crispy cheese.
12 total.
You beat it.
You're gonna-
Yay! Okay, so I get +6 again?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm doing both.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right. Do I get +6 to both?
Does it say all or one?
It says against a
Any
targeted
attacks.
ship. Any attacks this round against the target get a bonus
Yep.
equal to twice your program. So I get +12 on both attacks. Dang. Okay, so 17 is the lowest one.
17. The 17 will hit, and
And the other one was like 17 plus 12, so I'm sure it's fine.
They both hit. Question: which gun are you using first?
I guess I'll use I usually go flak and then particle.
Okay, so the flak. What's its armor piercing?
It says armor piercing 10.
Okay, it will not get through.
Oh. Okay.
It has, you have to exceed the armor piercing to deal any damage.
Okay, well, that is
mean-
something that I should have known. Anyway, the other one's AP 15.
It will also not get through. It's an armor
Okay.
of 20.
We're so sorry at this table.
What is happening over here?
Lizzie looked at Twitter.
Why?
I'm sorry.
Wait, so how would we have ever...
I don't think you hit the battleship before. The other one has less armor.
No, I mean, like, how do you ever hit it then?
Battleship?
Sing you a lullaby.
Yeah.
You kind of don't. That's why it's scary. You have to have weapons with high enough AP.
Oh, we definitely don't.
So like their grav cannon has an AP of 20.
Okay. I fire at it.
You see
and
the
I
shots
hit
and they
it,
just like ripple
and
along
you
the
see
edge
it
of the hull.
hit it, and it doesn't do anything.
Why?
It doesn't have high enough armor piercing. Battleships are very well
Oh,
armored. That's
so
why they're scary.
We're tickling it.
Yes.
Oh.
Well-
The frigates you can totally attack because they only have an armor of 10. So both of your
Well,
weapons hit.
I wish I would have thought of that, but I did not. So let's just get the fuck out of here, Conrad.
Conrad, with your boxcars, tell
Live
me
and
how
learn.
you land.
So I've never landed the Leviathan before. The Leviathan is never landed before.
Nope.
Legs.
But that's cool.
Can I see this?
Yeah, you are gonna see. You saw the scout ship come down, and now you see Sarin. That is That is Sarin. Totally. Yep, Sarin. It's landing on a planet.
Beep, beep,
You're
who's
not sure
piloting?
where.
Meet me.
Conrad.
Captain, how close do you want to land to Hexy?
No.
I got this, Captain.
No.
You say where. You
No.
you point on the map.
Conrad
put us
right
on
top of her.
No.
You don't seem to understand, Captain. The universe is really just a figment of all of our
If
imaginations.
you kill the woman I love, you will be a figment of my imagination.
all we have to do is believe. Do you believe, Captain?
Yes.
Well, good enough for me. So, basically, I'm gonna drop the Leviathan like a stone, and then,
pull
but
out.
I'm gonna
There's
like
no. Are you looking for like a clearing, or are you gonna just land on top of buildings and kind of hope for the best?
I'm not gonna land on top of buildings and
It's
kind
a
of hope for
city.
the best. Tempting as it is.
Find a stadium.
We are gonna find a nearby landing
no,
zone.
find a stadium. We're in the middle of the
I
city.
mean, and so if I see it coming down and have
just
any,
explode a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
There's a bunch of rubble.
if I see him
Rubble,
trying
rubble.
to drop not near the anti-aircraft cannons, I will like send a comm to the ship like, "There's firepower over there," and then I try to blow something up in that direction.
So
Lights up on the screen. It's
Here-
like you blow something up
here's
in
the thing,
shape
I'm
of an
basically-
arrow pointing.
I'm gonna put the Leviathan down in the closest spot that just is like a perfect fit for this. This is like peeling in with the sports car and like swerving around and parallel parking like right into
He got
the
box
spot.
Yeah, no,
like-
he got boxcars.
like a
Whatever.
glove.
Like honestly,
So-
what's your total score?
My total score would be, I think, 15.
Yeah,
I forgot that you got
You
I mean,
got
Deanna doesn't know that
boxcars
though,
with
so
a
she's
total
freaking out.
score.
Like,
Like, yeah, pretty much what you just said happens, but in space.
yeah.
I mean, not in space.
Yeah, you take you see Sarin, you see it kind of have like it swoops around slightly, and then they sort of see the explosion that Hexy set off, and then you just like find a gap between the buildings, and like your brain does this, the automatic mental math, like just the numbers crunching in your mind, and you're like, yep. Sarin is that big, and you drop in the middle between like these two buildings in this single plaza and you take down a little bit of some structures on the side. There's like the sounds of alarms blaring as like vehicles are somewhat crushed under the weight of this ship, and everyone just lands.
Let's see Wendy do that.
And that's where we'll take our break.
Oh my god.
Well, that was an adventure in space.
Wait, I think I know how we're gonna end this episode, like the series.
A smooch?
On a planet.
Smooching? Is there gonna be smooch?
No, I think I have a
I mean,
plan.
smooching or
You have no, that's
great.
not what I thought.
There
That's
goes,
just going
there goes
on.
my
Hold on.
worries.
Is it science related?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh no.
Science
It's gonna
or
back up whatever. that
science?
I mean,
There's no problem you can't Tinker Tunker your way out of. So.
I mean, that actually is a lot.
Including a stairway.
All right. We are gonna read out some sponations.
Yeah.
Let me take a look for the ones. Today is 8/29. I have a couple that are please read at the very end, so I will do my best to remember to read those at the very end.
We will remind you.
The first one that does not say please read at the very end is from Pumpkin with 1428. No.
Nope.
Further. Beep, beep. Back it up.
Okay, they didn't name that one.
Beep, 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 beep. Back it up.
Back it up.
The first one is from Nathalian with $20. ARC AcreCorp is ACRE AcreCorp is proud to present Acre. Thank you. The newest flavor of fizzy cheese, Malik's Monkey Bites. This new flavor packs
Malik's Monkey Bites?
packs the same levels as the Majan Barbecue, now for a limited time. In all seriousness, thank you for the Batleth, Rip, and her stalwart crew. Thank you.
I understood those references.
Fizzy cheese.
With $5, are feelings really getting in the way? Just don't want to deal with all those emotions? Meeptech is proud to bring you new Emo Guardian Gadget, EGG. Keep your feelings bottled up elsewhere in the Meeptech EGG.
I feel like I'm back in corporate wars.
Yeah.
Next one from
That's
Meeptech
what's inside the
Pharmaceuticals.
egg. It's feelings.
Is the Meeptech EGG just not enough for your feelings? Are you overwhelmed by mourning and despondency? Will you end tonight in the deep pits of forlorn? With the morning bring a naught but reawakened woe and listlessness? The Meeptech, this is the next one. The Meeptech trans-internal sadness-soaking user enhancement system, tissues, designed specifically for sadness, accepted emotional responses. Tonight, there are no more tears, thanks to Meeptech tissues.
Thank you,
Thank
Meeptech.
you, Meeptech. I think Meeptech is BP Phantom.
Oh.
I'm pretty confident. Thank you, Meeptech Pharmaceuticals. Diana Spoon with $5. And now a PSA. Leviathan was one of the first RPGs I ever saw online and restarted the embers of my loves for RPGs, spurring me to seek out RPG opportunities, interact with such a fantastic and loving community such as this. Thank you for being a friend. Oh, I didn't realize I was reading that in my advertisement
That was
announcer
an
voice.
advertisement.
Travel
yeah, it was a
down the
PSA.
road and back again.
William TW with $25. Thanks. Just thanks for this awesome show. Special thanks to Cheryl for coming back today. It's so nice to see you all together. It's so nice to be here all together.
It's a big count.
Canopus44 with $25. Just wanted to say how much I enjoyed this show and the incredible people in it. Also, Thea's cool hairstyles really rocked.
I like
Thank
it.
you.
They're pretty great.
The best is yet to come? Question mark.
Question mark. And finally, from Trooper with $25, Duranga. We all love it, but it has problems. Infrastructure problems, especially anti-aircraft infrastructure problems, and space zombie problems.
Yeah.
My opponent doesn't care, but I do. Vote for Trooper SJP for governor of Duranga.
Oh my.
I hate zombies.
Yes!
I
gotta be the
know.
worst.
You.
That's gonna be the worst job
Remember
to be
to
governor of
vote.
Duranga.
I don't think Duranga has a governor. That's a very optimistic
No,
faith.
Duranga has a
crossing
governor,
some
a governor that was
streams.
very legally appointed and not at all appointed by the mob.
By
Wait,
guns.
was it one of those things that there was like 100 people who voted and 200 votes got counted?
Yes.
I think it was also like 1,000 people voted and 999 of them were dead.
Yeah.
Or soon
Welcome
to be dead.
to Duranga.
Or robots.
We will be right back during the break. Stay tuned, because right before we come back, instead of our normal theme, you will hear. What does it mean?
Unfazed or Raised by Hexy Kate featuring Gunslinger Andy.
I'm so excited. It's going to be really good. Enjoy the fan art. We're going to take a quick break. Go refresh yourselves, and we will see you after these messages.
I'm gonna eat a cookie!
Being a geek is about passionately, unabashedly loving something, regardless of what anyone else thinks about it. GeekSpace is making that our business model.
GeekSpaceTV is a non-profit live broadcasting studio focused on creating entertaining content we're passionate about. Our main goal is to help represent marginalized voices in gaming and geek spaces. We do this by producing multiple live shows every week with a diverse and talented cast, because representation matters.
GeekSpaceTV is built on the principle that passion is infectious and that geek culture should belong to everyone. And we want to be a voice for that. But we need your help. With your generous support, we can afford the gear that we need and to pay the cast and crew that make all of this possible. It's that simple.
So please, click that pledge button and help spread the word about this campaign and our studio.
fight to lose. Unfazed or erased. You're gonna have to choose. Now I'd awake, hunger and raise rise, destruction reborn. Last stand, our lives at stake. Will you strike against the storm? Unfazed or erased. It's a fight to lose. Unfazed or erased. You're gonna have to choose. Deep among the stars, a Leviathan waits. They can't fight alone. Unfazed or erased. It's a fight to lose. Unfazed or erased. You're gonna have to choose.
Hello and welcome back. You are watching Leviathan Distant Stars, the final episode of our Stars Without Number RPG. We'll very quickly do a round of reintroductions. For those of you who are asking, that song was sung by none other than our very own Muppet Aphrodite in combination with Gunslinger Andy. They created
did all the
Hexy's song that she spread to the galaxy. You just heard this over the dying radios of the planet Duranga, as the poor radio DJ is slowly turning into a monstrous creature. And then it's followed by guttural snarls as they lose all powers of speech.
Well, that's on repeat forever.
That song will play until the power goes out.
Did they lock themselves
That's
in the
creepy.
radio booth as they
Yeah.
slowly turned?
That's always like the last sign of apocalypse when like the media stuff goes down.
Yeah.
And that is, we'll jump right back into quick reintroductions, and then we'll jump straight into the action. Who do we have over here?
Hi everybody, I'm Elizabeth Bold, and I am playing Ziana.
Hi, I am Cheryl, aka Muppet Aphrodite, and I play psionic human entertainer Hexy Kate.
I'm Jackie Dash, but I play Kika.
I'm Dan Parsons, and I play Lieutenant Conrad Carls Jr.
I'm Sarah Scheller, and I play Thea Brome.
And I'm Blue Jay, and I'm playing Rachel Lucas.
And I'm Random Tuesday, and I am your GM. At this point, the crew of Serin have landed gracefully and with much charm on the surface of the planet Duranga. They just plopped a giant spaceship down in the middle of some city streets. They found like a perfect parking spot. Conrad is great at parallel parking. There have been, at this point, there is a scout ship belonging to the Rays, the monstrous alien creatures, that has landed on the planet but has been rendered incapable of producing more hollow, reducing its fear factor by a significant amount. There are
That was a show with Joe Rogan.
There are a number of other drop ships belonging to the other ships in orbit, currently engaged in a fairly epic space battle. Currently, there are a pretty heavily damaged frigate. That one looks like it's probably going to get taken out soon, and a battleship and a cruiser cruiser vying for power in orbit. But you, as the Babby ship Sarin does not quite have that level of weaponry, left it to the hopefully more capable and more powerful ships of the Coalition fleet in the atmosphere. Leaving you on the planet. Hexy is on her way towards one of the anti-aircraft guns on the surface of Duranga, which is currently non-operational. The hope is that if it is made operational again, it will prevent any other drop pods from landing on the surface, and that will make it much easier to take care of the remaining drop pods, because the drop pods hollow can in fact still convert others, even though the scout ship is rendered unable to do so. As on her way there, she was accosted by a group of 3 hollow rays. These look like they were locals, in other words, recently converted. These sort of long, spindly limbs, very deep purple in color. Some bits of bioluminescence kind of playing over the surface of their skin. Their mouths are gone, covered over with flesh. Their eyes large and crystallized fractals, almost like insect eyes. Their limbs elongated and their fingers ending in these massive clawed talons. They sort of posture themselves on the ground, seeing Hexy in her, I want to say bedazzled, like, is that an accurate term?
Resplendent.
Resplendent glory. While the crew of the Batleth is landing and gathering themselves on the planet, we'll do the first round. Hexy, go ahead and roll. Let's do a roll-off on which goes first.
What's initiative again?
1d8.
1d8.
Plus Dex.
Plus Dex.
Plus Dex.
Yeah,
And I get
yeah.
to roll twice. I have a new focus, so that's good, because that was terrible. 8.
You go first.
Excellent.
You see them, they kind of sort of let out these kind of guttural snarls.
I'm sorry this happened to you, but I guess this is my cue. So she pulls out the previously described psionic weapon. It's a D12. So it's the D20 and then the D12 for damage, right?
Yes.
That's how that works?
Yes.
Okay. That was not great, but then I get plus 6, so that is 13.
That'll beat their AC.
All right. Buckle up.
These guys are pretty squishy.
And the damage modifier, it's just, a combat rifle is just 1d12, right? So that's 5 damage.
5 damage.
One of the
Okay.
front. No autographs.
It sort of snarls as like the bullet tears through its skin. 5? Mm-hmm. All right. The other 2, actually, I guess all 3 of them are going to charge at you. You are kind of outnumbered in this fight, but let's see. What's your AC? Because you have stupid armor now.
I have my telekinetic armor, so 18.
Okay. Only one of them will hit you. As the other 2 kind of scatter and you sort of dodge out of the way as they go wide past you. The last one is going to come in, kind of tear at you with its claws as you feel it sink in. And the kind of the bioluminescence on you, like, pulses that, like, no, you're not going to be infected, Ray. And it deals 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. You said 2, right? 3. Everybody just gasped as if it was like 30.
You take all of your hit points and damage. No, 3.
Hexia looks a little bit buffer than you last saw her. She's been lifting.
I will point out that in the beginning of our game, I had 1 hit point.
Yes,
so,
true.
like,
So this would have killed you 3 times. over.
Hung-rude the shit out of that.
So I take that hit, but shake that off. You know, a little Fosse shoulder roll, and then continue.
Take a shot.
So
Same one?
Same one. Gonna take reduce numbers. Always a good strategy. So it's a
Not 20, max damage.
so that's 12.
Okay, with the 12, you take the same one. You just, it's the one that like tore at you, and you just look at it, and it's point blank. Like you just fire your mind bullet into its brain,
Mistake.
and tear the back of its head apart.
Gross.
It's real gross,
but also kind of cool.
It's kind of cool. It splatters, but you know, you just sort of like dust it off your telekinetic armor.
Who's next?
The other 2 are gonna turn and snarl and go for you. One of them will hit with a 19. The other one will miss. That one comes in with 6 points of damage and like jumps on you kind of from behind and like scrapes its talons down, or claws.
All right. Looks like you're next then.
Oh.
That is 18.
That will definitely hit. Same one? You want to kind of just like
Or actually
turn
19.
it and point it to the back, or are you gonna?
Whoever hit me, that's what I'm going for. Yeah. Swing and.
And it's a hit. Roll your damage.
Where'd it go? Where'd the D12 go? That's a D12. 4.
4. Okay.
It's okay. It's a little.
That one takes the hit. We're gonna flash back as you lodge your bullet directly into this raise. To the Batleth. You've landed. Sarin. Close enough. The much larger ship. The ship drops down. There's a momentary flurry. The battle is happening. What are you gonna all immediately do? What are your
Guns.
first actions? Guns.
Guns.
Grab guns.
Guns.
Sword. Like Ziana is the moment they have landed, Ziana is in motion. Turns, books it towards the exit.
Okay.
Captain, 1 second.
Well,
I know.
I'll try and stay with the group. Wait, are you trying to stop me?
Yeah, well, not physically. I just look. We're gonna be out there, and we're really outnumbered, and I don't mind laying down my life for what I think is a good cause, but I have never asked for anything from you. I haven't really. Look.
We'll go with it.
I've been reading up on Andardan law, and it turns out that in a time of war, which the Andardans perpetually are in, well, royalty has the ability to grant a field commission to pretty much anyone that they see fit.
Spit it out, Conrad.
Wait, I thought
I miss being a lieutenant.
Oh, I thought it was going a totally different direction.
That's probably for the best.
Conrad,
Yes.
as captain of Sarin, formerly Batleth, and as Rendrathi of the Andartan people, I bestow upon you the title of lieutenant.
I'm back, baby.
I was
All right.
100% certain he was
Kika,
gonna
I need
ask
my
you to
drone.
marry him and Thea.
I need my drone.
Let's all get it. People move.
Yeah, okay, let me just activate it.
Activate it?
Yeah, but it's gotta get
I
over
don't
here.
just put it in my bag. Come on. You don't have
It like
time.
lurches slightly and like flies over.
What did you do to it? It looks all mangled.
You
Double time, people. Move it, move it, move it.
Thea's gonna like give Conrad a kiss after he is now lieutenant, and then be like,
Smoochie.
"Don't kill yourself, dumbass."
I don't.
I'm just saying, don't kill yourself, dumbass.
Well, you as well, stupid butt.
Yeah, okay.
accurate.
Next you meet me, it's like, are you guys dead in there?
Dead?
I don't know. No one came out.
Like you see the ship in the distance, nothing happens.
I'm trying
like
to
you're
get
in the
them out
middle
the
of
door.
the fight.
Kika comes out of a new vent, because there's always new vents going.
Oh my god.
Like a Muppet, like just the top half.
Kika.
I heard there was cannons.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I'm going.
Okay. I'm with Kika.
Is everyone here?
You've all grouped up. Do you want Ari to come with you?
That was I was gonna like as we're leaving, I was gonna have Rachel like turn around and look at Ari, who I'm guessing like might have been like, wait, we're all going. Like, what is she doing?
She'll like she sort of got some basic armor on, is like has a gun and is like, I can
Do you know how to use that?
not as well as you,
You should protect Sarin.
Yeah.
Captain.
If the rays get on Sarin,
That's bad.
you should stay here.
Meet me,
Okay.
Rex, Tor, Val.
don't. They're already, like, they were just on the bridge. They kind of still follow you around everywhere.
Okay, excellent.
So they were on the bridge the whole time. They
So
just
they-
immediately turn and
For
look
those
at
of
you.
us who were not here and might like to know what's going on, they are three, essentially, sort of, they look like they're Promethean, but they're not Promethean. They're empty shell drones. They don't have any, like, real sentience. They just kind of follow orders. Ziana does not grasp this at all. As far as Ziana is concerned, they are like unto warrior children. She has been training them.
One has a sword.
Yes, she has been training them. She has been teaching them, trying to give them orders. She calls them the ducklings because it's what someone else called them, and now she believes that to be like some kind of title of like a group, like a unit, but they're called ducklings. Maybe it's a human thing. She doesn't understand.
It's a human thing, yes.
Yeah. So, and she has named them Rex, Tor, and Vel, and these are the kids. And so, Rex, Tor, Vel, stay here, protect the ship, and protect Ariuta.
And they all like nod, all of this in unison. Like they turn to look at you in one, they nod in unison, and then they immediately like take up defensive positions. Like two of them disperse around the ship, and the other one just like goes right next to Ari, who like kind of face palms, like now she has a fucking shadow. It's like as
the sword?
yes, one of the swords just standing next to her, like this is where I
leave
live
her
now.
in your hands.
Nods.
Rachel's like going after the rest of the crew, and she's like looking, checking her guns, and like
Ari
putting
definitely
the-
like goes up to you and grabs your like puts her hand on your arm as you're checking your gun, and then like reaches in, she's gonna kiss you, and pulls back and says, "Don't die. You have to come back. All of you do, but you have to come back."
No, I understand.
If it's down to between Rachel and Conrad, Rachel should come back. That's what she's saying.
She wasn't gonna say there's a list, but there's a list.
She's ordered you. She's a rank.
This is oddly reminiscent of what Thea just said, and I'm kind of not for it, but okay.
I guess you don't have to if you.
I mean,
don't.
I'm not
I mean, if your
planning-
husband's still there.
I'm not
and-
planning on dying, and that's a whole nother thing. So, but yes, we have more things to do than I'm leaving
Okay.
now. So
And, like, which one was it? Rex, Tor, or Vel?
Rex is like the number
Like, yeah,
one.
Rex is just standing there watching this whole conversation.
awkward.
It's awkward. It's real awkward.
Yeah. See you later. More like puts the battery in the gun.
Fluffs out.
It lights up.
Okay. So where are you all headed?
Thea's gonna grab her throwing rifle just for
God damn
just
it.
so we're all aware.
A spare throwing rifle.
I assume we are all decked to the nines. I got my bow, I've got my toolie. Where is, like,
And
It's the
are you
tallest-
heading
it's the
towards
tallest building
Hexie?
that's still
Yeah.
standing.
Yes.
Okay. As you all group out and head out, we will jump back to Hexie mid-fight as you've just popped a bullet in one of them. The other, they're both going to take a swing at you, and one of them will hit. And it will be 3 points of damage as it pulls in. It's the same one that you just shot, and it's like,
I'm not taking any more groupies. And that is a 25.
that will definitely hit. We hit Ziana, it will hit you.
5.
5. Okay. As it sort of staggers back slightly, you hear from behind you, because you have alert, so you can't be surprised. You hear the sound of motion. There's something coming from the direction that you saw Sorin in. At this point, you had to turn around because of where you were fighting them. You think something else is coming. You're not sure how many or what, but you probably have a turn or two before they show up.
I don't know how many. All right, a turn or two before they show up. I want to finish off groupie over here.
Okay.
Reduce the number of combatants.
I think you just shot, right?
Yes.
All right, both of them. One of them's gonna hit you, and the other one I'm gonna reroll. Is also going to hit you. This time, both of them charge in at once. They just land on top of you, tearing down
Why
at your
won't you
telekinetic
say
armor very poorly for 2 points and 3 points. A total of 10.
Why won't you take no for an answer? And then she.
One of them is like some tattered clothing, and like it's like a Hexie shirt on.
kidding me.
No, I'm just joking. That would be the meanest thing I could do.
This one did not. It did not, unless their armor class is 8.
It is not.
It is.
It is not quite.
This one, you threw her off with the T-shirt.
She sees
You
that
thought
and she's
you
like,
saw a Hexy shirt, but it wasn't. It was
A
just
fan.
like a tattoo.
Hexagonals, hexagons are great or something.
Hexagons
are great. Thank you.
As they
make that a
sort of right themselves,
part?
and one of them misses terribly and just kind of like scatters itself head over heels on the ground, and the other one goes in with another 4 points as it tears into you. Do you want to send any communications out or anything? Or are you trying to call attention to them?
Hexy will just be like, "It's fine. Take your time. I'm sure I won't die very quickly." And she was fine, and then the ship lands, and then there's just no one coming out of it. So she's a little cranky. She decides. Is there anything explosive near her?
Oh, probably. Probably not like the size of the car, but like there's like a motorcycle or something on this street.
And how far away is it from the fans?
From the fans, they're in melee with you,
Yeah,
so
I can't. It's explosive.
if you want to hit them, you will also hit yourself.
Okay.
Unless you want to like disengage, which you certainly could do. Kind of move further down the street, and then pop off an explosion.
Can I disengage while singing?
You want to try and charm them?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
All right. So I'll Hexy.
I'm gonna have you roll that first, because if you succeed on it, then you don't need to spend an action to move. Otherwise, it's an action to disengage from a fight.
Okay. So which rolling? That's a
this
double.
is a save for them. So what is your level in your biopsionics plus your wisdom? Or yeah, this is biopsionics.
Oh, for the
Yeah.
song itself. Level in biosonics is 2 and wisdom is 1. So
Okay.
that's
So they need to beat a 13. One of them fails, and then the other one succeeds. And it just stops as you start singing, and it just kind of,
it's the one wearing the hexagon shirt.
yes, the hexagon shirt, like, lifts its head up and kind of tilts it to the side and just freezes and stops moving. The other one, like, looks very, very confused and just doesn't really know what's happening, because the thing it was like fighting, and then you're singing. So I will let you take the disengage, as you sort of like slowly back up away from them, like moving further down the street. Like you're doing the raptor thing,
Yeah,
right?
the Chris Pratt raptor thing.
or the Jigglypuff thing, whichever
Jigglypuff.
one you want. And as I do that, I want to turn around to see what was coming up behind me. Okay, that was the point of disengaging, was to fix the flanking.
Okay. You turn around, you're sort of backing up, like kind of putting your back so you can see down both ends of the street. You see in the distance, maybe like equivalent of a turn or two away, probably like 100 meters or so, what looks to be another group of hollow. You can't fully tell. From what you tell, there's a couple of crawlers. You think you see some slightly larger, maybe one that's like more of a brute, and then something that's sized in the middle of them.
Is there a
and
vehicle
then,
near them? Is there a vehicle near them?
Let's find out. No. And then further down, you see it. Red. A large red thing in the distance. You know what that looks like. It's probably like 500 meters, like total. So it's about halfway. It's about double the distance between them and then
Hexy wants to wave, but she's in performance mode, and she's gonna be cooler than that.
Okay.
She's a professional.
Yeah, she knows
professional.
Sienna
I
knows.
understand. Yeah, no, totally.
So she'll just stay focused on her enemies. She's got Sleepy McSleeperson and Confused Guy, and then Pack of Doom and Xeon.
All right. As you all exit the ship.
I want to bring the mind bomb with me.
Okay.
Better warn.
Good thinking.
I'm not telling anyone I haven't.
No idea. Okay. You have the drone, right?
Yep.
And you
my
have
bag.
you have the mind bomb.
I have a fanny pack.
You have a fanny pack. It's substantial. It's in a backpack.
I have a backpack.
And
Are
Are you
Uh,
on my
stuff.
back?
My
backpack has a
because
backpack?
you're moving very
yes,
quickly.
your
and
backpack has. Oh no, did you?
I would, you and.
If you like stood there and were like, eh, as she ran by, she would scoop you up and like,
know.
whoop, and she's staying with the group.
Oh, are we?
You can.
Yes.
I mean,
You can hang out with me. It's fine.
Yeah, I thought we were. Okay.
She's gonna be smooching or something.
Yeah. I'm
No,
gonna
with the group.
I know about Rachel.
We're all together.
Yeah,
but
yes,
I think she just doesn't want to
You're
be clawing
terrifying.
on you when you're
Okay,
like
no, that's fair.
clawing
That's
back
fair.
to be
That's probably good.
Yeah.
That's probably good.
I
Yes.
stay at range.
Yes.
I think as soon as they step out of the ship, Thea goes, and then she disappears.
God damn it.
get lost.
Thea
Just
becomes
like-
inexplicably hard to see. As you step out of the ship and you kind of begin moving your way down the street, you see ahead of you a group, and the way that they're moving definitely strikes you as hollow. You kind of recognize like the color; it sort of stands out. And give me everyone who wants to look a notice and wisdom.
Can I use my echolocation?
Sure. Yes. I mean, this is probably somewhat beyond your range, but
Yeah.
this is for them
No
to
good.
see you. So you know you're there.
And that would explain why I roll
She's
boxcars.
singing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 7,
I roll boxcars
Yeah.
to see myself.
8.
8,
13.
5, 13.
Nope.
Thea, you know that Hexy's down that street, and you know there's there's hollow.
I don't even know what Hexy
Yeah,
looks
you don't even know. There's, you know that there is a group of hollow moving that direction. Between you and her.
So the way that she's gonna explain this to the group is she's just gonna go, meep, assholes in front and behind.
What?
Also, Hexy is down there.
Oh.
Are you talking about me?
No!
That didn't even make sense.
You like that?
You do that all the time.
Okay, well, accurate, but no.
Is this
no,
on the
I'm
meats?
talking about you.
You called a breakfast cereal this morning an asshole.
Enough chatter about your sexy talk.
Fair.
Hexy, you hear all of it.
It's fine.
I've been surrounded by this.
All right. I will have everyone else go ahead and roll themselves into initiative. Hexy, yours was a 9, right? I don't think you wrote it.
8 or
I
9.
get to roll twice.
I got 2.
Hey, guess who also got 2? That's why I'm on your shoulders. Keep the speed consistent.
Oh.
Did you also get a 2?
I got a 1.
You
Well, you got a dex bonus.
Yeah,
Dex.
but
You got a 2 then.
yay!
Okay, so a 2 from Thea, a 2 from Rachel,
A 2 from Kika.
a 2 from Geeka.
While this is happening due to the sexy talk, Hexy meeps over the comms like, I can't wait until we can relive what we did on Rigel 9 during that break.
Oh my god!
Okay.
What?
I'm very motivated.
I
don't even know you.
You really are. Conrad, what did you get?
7.
Okay. So
First
first
have a
up,
lot of hormone, Rachel.
it's a lot.
Like they just
Hexy,
I don't need to
Yes.
biology explained.
what do
by
you do?
Kika.
I go the
That's
the
lame.
confused
That's funny.
person
I don't need any
thing.
explaining.
I attack it.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
going to try and maintain your singing while you're doing this?
Is that possible?
Yes.
If it is possible, I will try it.
I think you can.
Okay.
You're a performer.
So that's a roll.
Give me a mental saving throw.
Mental saving throws. So that's one of these, and I have to get over
And
the
then
number you gave me.
you actually
Oh,
add
oh,
that to
okay.
your roll.
oh.
Great. So
then you
that's
can-
like a 22.
Yes, you are able to maintain your vocal performance while also shooting. You're multi-talented like that.
Choreography and singing.
You're a triple threat.
Yeah. Okay. So then I will keep singing
Okay.
and then I will attack the other one, and that is a 17.
All right, that will definitely hit. The one that saved was the one that you had hit before.
So that's another 4 damage.
Okay, that'll be enough as that one reels to the side and slumps down. The other one will maintain stun. If you hit it, it will stop being stunned. But it will have a significant penalty to being hit. The next up, you see the group kind of is still moving towards you. You can't quite keep your full attention on them, but they're definitely still moving that way. Ziana, you see a group of hollow up ahead moving, and it is your turn. Ziana.
Okay. So my goad, I think, only works on one target, right?
And you're gonna have to be pretty impressive from here to goad them because you're like a solid 200 meters away from them.
Okay. Then Ziana is she pulls her sword from her back and just
You want to just book it?
book it.
Okay. Give me a strength and exert to run.
Those are your things.
I leveled exert.
Yay! Finally.
I know, right? And then I rolled a 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yay!
That'll do
you
it.
leveled it.
You can close easily. I mean, people can run 100 meters in a small number of seconds, so you can close 100 meters easily, and you are within about 100 meters of them. So you just you tear down that street, and you can clearly make out the group now. There are 2 crawlers. There are 2 brutes, and there is one other individual holding a gun.
Oh no.
On the plus side, they're almost all melee people, so they're not going to be a major threat to anyone until they close the distance.
2 crawlers, 2 brutes, 1 marksman.
Mm-hmm. Marksman.
Okay, that's.
All right. And
I have DuckTales stuck in my head for some reason.
I'm so sorry. All right, Conrad. Ziana's just tore away from you. She just
All right.
ran as fast as Ziana's speed carried her.
So they're 200 meters away. So that's within range of my combat rifle.
Yep.
I am going to start closing the distance. I'm not booking it the way Ziana is, but I'm going to aim for basically whoever's between her and. I can see Hexy or.
Did you roll good enough on
I,
your nose?
no, I
wisdom?
didn't. But I know that she's in that direction. So
You have
basically
been
whoever the closest target is who I'm going.
Okay. Would you go for probably the easiest ones to hit will be the brutes because they're the biggest.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially from a distance, I'm gonna go for a brute. I get 22.
Yeah.
My rifle's in burst mode.
Okay. I think you have a penalty when you are at range.
-2.
Yeah, it's -2.
It's
Okay,
still 20.
so-
Still 20. That'll still hit.
All right. Oh, that's not great. Let's see.
It will,
so,
however, serve the function of calling attention to yourselves.
Which is what we want.
4 plus my shoot is 7, 8.
12? Oh, sorry, 8. I wrote the number 12.
8.
Okay, 8.
Wow.
As you land, you line up the shot, you move some of the distance. You probably only move about 25 meters before you sort of pause, take a shot. Actually, yeah, you didn't book it and then spend your whole turn moving, which is what Ziana did.
Yeah.
So you move about 25 meters and you take the shot and you land squarely in kind of one of the shoulders of those armored brutes, and it just whirls around and drops slightly lower and locks eyes with you.
I say, Conrad Carls Jr., Lieutenant of the Andartan Fleet. Pleased to make your
I'm
acquaintance.
sure that's gonna make the Andartans real happy.
I mean, wait till it sinks in that she is like a princess who has abdicated. So
Yeah.
it's okay. We won't mention that.
All right. I guess with that, actually, the one near you.
Oh no.
Is going to try. The one that's still left is going to try and attack you.
Wait, the one that's I'm seeing.
Oh, it's still singing to you. It's going to try and save, and it does. So it kind of shakes it off, and looks at you, but can't take any other actions. this turn.
What? Not a pop fan?
No, it's not. Not anymore. And the other one, I think I'm just going to have them all act on this turn. Okay, Kika.
Okay, I'm on someone's shoulders.
Me.
And just to be clear, there's a group of hollows behind us and in front of us.
No.
No.
There's just a group in front of you. Behind you is
It's
a ship.
Seren.
Oh,
Seren.
The assholes in front or behind were for Hexy.
Okay.
Which I'm being like, Thea, you did not send a clear
Yeah, that was
message.
not.
No one.
Kiki definitely looks behind us.
Hexy just
I
kind of
definitely wasn't at fault.
Kika
Wanting
seems-
clarification.
Go. But she on top.
What's the distance?
You can only hit 75 as the farthest distance. You are too far away.
I'm gonna be my best that I can be.
Okay.
And while I'm going to.
There is also, Kika, the tower is between you and Hexy.
Yeah.
The radio tower.
No,
The-
the one with
the
the
gun
cannon.
tower.
The
Yeah.
broken
Tower.
cannon
Just
tower.
can she hold her turn until my turn?
Yeah. I mean, actually, you, Thea, and Rachel all act on the same
Okay,
turn. So.
I'll run for
Run
the.
me forward,
I'm
I'll
gonna-
jump and glide off.
I'm gonna snipe.
Oh God.
You want to snipe from the tower?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Theo wants to go help
I want
program it. You want to fix it? She wants
I
to
want to make
program it.
Okay, whatever. I run for the tower.
Okay, give me your strength and exert for running.
Can I use Dex and telekinesis instead?
You'd be like, no, it never was.
No. You're just booking it.
Well, running can totally be dexterity. What are you talking about?
If there were hurdles in the way, then yes.
There's rubble.
Just roll strength and exert.
God damn it. I get a 9.
A 9. You don't quite get as far as Yana.
I didn't expect to.
But you make a solid chunk of movement. Like you've got a person on your back. There's a lot of stuff going on. Thea,
I would also be running, heading for the tower.
strength and exert.
I got a 10.
10. Okay. You make it slightly farther than Rachel, not as quite as like Ziana.
I also
Thea,
have a bat on my
Rachel
shoulder.
also has a bat on her shoulders. Kika, what are you doing?
As soon as we get close enough, I want to glide just to get a little bit ahead.
You're gonna jump off my shoulders and then what? Get back on my shoulder?
Okay, you're like 6 feet. She's like what? 6 feet tall?
Oh, what a jerk.
She's a little less.
Yeah.
5'10".
You're like 5 feet off the ground.
Oh, how can I glide off that?
Don't, no.
Not very far.
Kika,
Might be pressure.
I literally, like, if you, like, try and, like, push off my shoulders, I'm just going to grab you.
Physical with my body.
Oh.
Throw me downstairs.
You could have been on Conrad's shoulder.
I could have. But we're
He's
going.
nicer to you.
I'm taking you to the tower. Just hold on.
And there's like.
All right, Hexy.
Hold on.
All right. Well, if you don't like the song, maybe you'll prefer a nap.
A very permanent nap.
It's 14.
Double hit.
Okay.
These guys are pretty squishy.
Ooh, 10.
Very nice. Do you add any bonuses? You add your dex. Oh,
0.
0. Okay. Then you do not add anything to your roll.
I'm willing to accept
you add
bonuses
zero.
depending on offer.
You solidly take a shot at it. It will then like stumble back. It was very stunned. It has just gone through a whirlwind of experiences. It was like experiencing a lullaby.
Everyone's a critic.
And it misses you as it kind of like aimlessly like flails at you with its claws.
You may want to go back.
The other group, having just been shot by Conrad, stops moving. They turn around. Excellent. And the
choreography.
brutes and the crawlers all immediately begin running towards your group. Ziana, you're the closest one. I'm gonna actually see how far they can get.
Yeah.
Not as.
Are you gonna do the
not
Matrix?
quite far enough. That's the brutes and then
Oh,
the
iconic.
crawlers. They just begin running towards you. They probably close, and so at this point, you ran for about 100. They're probably close about 50, so you're maybe 50 meters from them. So you should be able to more or less get to them on your next turn. The marksman is going to do much more of what Conrad did. They're going to move forward. I'm going to kind of do even odds, even odd. They're going to shoot at Conrad, even though they have a penalty. But a 19 should still hit.
Yes, a 19 will.
And for 12 points of damage as it lines up the shot.
Yeesh.
All right,
Conrad
that's gonna
takes
put
it in the
it
shoulder and
at Ziana.
flinches pretty badly.
Is it your KFC shoulder? Is that shoulder?
Your opulent falls off.
Oh no!
It's the fringe is singed.
Oh my god.
I think when Thea sees this, she like swears and her stride, like she misses the next step a little bit, and then like,
Fortunately, nobody
you
saw
see
that.
Because you're booking it to the tower.
Yeah,
but
you
I'm
probably
right, it's
didn't
all a
see
straight
it.
line, right? Because I'm right behind you.
He didn't move nearly
behind-
as far.
I'm not
He's
behind
behind you.
Oh, he's behind me.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
He's
She
the
doesn't
farthest
see it.
back now.
She's running.
Hear the sound of a manly grunt from Conrad.
Oh, don't like those
Okay,
words.
then she does like, and she like checks back to see that he's still up.
It's cool. I'm cool.
Me.
Also bleeding.
Good.
Ziana, it's your turn.
Okay, so Ziana is going to. I can close the distance between me and the group and still take an attack action, right?
Yeah, against one of the
15.
brutes.
Okay, yeah. So Ziana closes the distance rapidly, but as she nears, she holds her large sword in both hands, turns herself, and uses her momentum as she twists to take a swipe
Nice.
at the nearest brute.
Do it. Roll it.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
D20.
yeah.
plus all your bonuses. You're
Yeah,
a warrior.
yeah.
Your bonuses are at the fucking
So
wazoo.
22, and I'm not done adding.
Fucking
yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to check. Okay, and then 1d. This is the d8, right? 1d8. Really?
I know, I had the same thing happen. I like
6 damage.
shot the hell out of the guy, and then it's like I rolled a 2.
Actually
on
winks
my
at
die.
you if you see her. I don't know if you're facing her. but
You're good. She's pretty close. Like at this point, it's like the brutes are facing up the street, and Ziana's facing in the direction of Hexy. You can clearly make out Hexy now. You can also like hear the melodic tones in her voice gently drifting through the streets of Duranga. By the way, in the background, there's also just like sirens and people screaming and explosions everywhere. Just a pure like set.
and my song on repeat
correct
because the radio
atmosphere.
station is on that.
And that song.
We've had several romantic
Never
moments in
ending.
such environs, so.
Ponder that one.
I don't want to. I actually don't.
All right, Conrad.
Conrad, smarting from the burn on his shoulder, says, "There's the Andartan way, there's the Ica way, and there's Conrad's way.
Oh.
Let's get vertical."
Roll it!
He's got like a hand, a robot hand that does it for him.
8. Hang on. I'm not done adding stuff. What do I add to this? My program? 9. 9!
Program.
Yes! Okay, roll it on the card. Roll it on the card. Roll it on the card.
What is the
I don't know what's happening.
If he succeeds, he gets what he wants, which is Space Mountain Dew. If not, he rolls on the card, and then depending on what it is, which one is it?
What did you get? She's
no.
so excited. What
What's
is it?
happening?
Rolled a 1.
It's
which
essentially
one is
Russian
it?
Which is
roulette.
Reverie.
Yes!
What is Reverie?
Please read this.
Well, I have no fear, so that's good.
No,
Uh,
I mean, that's Mountain Dew.
It's slow reaction, so I only act on even rounds.
okay.
I
this
double
is
my
round 2.
damage taken.
Taken.
But I can, not that it's gonna do me much good. I can, I guess if I'm close enough, then I can ignore AC.
What?
When with my shot.
Yes.
You can make Dex shoot skill checks instead of rolling a d20. The difficulty is 7 at point blank, 9 at normal range, and 11 at long range.
Yeah. So you're making a skill check instead of an attack,
Okay.
and the difficulty is 7, 9, and 11.
And Reverie
It's
adds
way easier to
2
hit.
system strain.
Yeah. Well, the system strain is the least of my worries.
So Conrad, like, what happens to you as
I'm-
this drug just pumps
I
through
just,
your
like-
system?
Aw,
We need to get you taken.
this is sad.
Physics.
It's just
So
like
glad he got one of
I
the
just
other
like
ones.
I just feel great, and like in the world there are like sirens, explosions going off, but I like hear birds chirping and then like da 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 da
Yeah.
da da da, and like I look around and I'm like, oh look, there are those insane monsters on this happy meadow. I should do something about that. And
You go into like Matrix time basically, except everyone
Except I'm
else
very
is
slow.
moving at normal speed and you are moving at much slower speed.
Yes.
So everything you do is with more precision.
so I'm moving with ultra precision, but also extremely slow.
So this is an even turn. I don't remember if
Okay.
I said it was. I think it's an on-turn action to activate this.
It is an on-turn
which is why it
action,
costs you so
so-
much system strain. So you can still move and act on this turn.
So I will still.
means now I have to keep
I will
track
still
of
take a
even
shot
dodge.
at the brute.
Okay.
Ugh.
At the brute has now closed, so it should be within 100 meters, which is your regular range. So you need to get a 9.
And I do have a 9.
Okay.
So,
You hit it.
So 7 plus plus 2 plus my shoot. Where I can never find these things when I need them.
Ideally,
13.
you roll 13 damage. Nice.
Wow.
All right.
Ziana, what happened to
Ziana,
Conrad?
you just see, like, you have no idea, but like a bullet just tears through and, like, just rips a hole through the arm of the brute that's fighting with you. And, like, it's smoldering and very clearly injured as it begins, like, bleeding. This sort of
And you
ghoulish
hear,
green.
meet me. Don't worry, Captain. I've got this.
He was captured by pirates. He's got a bionicle hand, and sometimes it injects drugs into him.
Maybe Conrad.
Meet me. Hey, Thea. You're so pretty.
What the fuck did you just take? All the while she's just like.
Speaking of
Well-
which, it is now Kika, Thea, Rachel.
Well, I'm
Wait.
still running for the tower.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Give me a strength and exert.
I really wish it could be anything else.
I know.
Conrad addiction. It's no joke.
4. I get a 4.
4.
Maybe I should get off.
I did.
You begin moving. You're probably about halfway to the tower.
Good.
Thea.
I mean, you can at least shoot them now.
Oh, okay.
What did you take?
And Kiko. I mean,
Oh,
Thea's
it's-
talking, and then
It's not about what anyone took. Don't make it about all of the material things in the world. Just make it about our love for each other.
We're in the middle of a fight.
I love you, Thea.
he has no fear.
Thea is going to come to a dead stop, which explains my role.
I'm doing a lot of justifying rules.
It's cinematic.
She's gonna come to a dead stop and be like, "Oh,
Every day's a holiday with Thea. Thea makes your heart so light
Thea's gonna appear."
when everything is gray and ordinary.
All right, Kiko, what do you do as the
Thea
song
makes
begins
the
playing?
sun
Is this
shine bright.
all of us?
I don't know. Is it
Probably is. He has no fear.
He's got no fear.
Thea
Yeah.
is all around her.
This is definitely all of us.
We know what my
And like this is happening over time, but like he's also shooting his rifle while he's singing.
I'm going to. I have the ability. I am now tall. Kika's never tall. I am standing on the shoulder of giants, which is my new foci, which means I get a +2 to
I
attack.
gets off first.
+2 to shoot specifically? I guess attacks in general.
Fine.
We're within range for her now,
I
right?
just got the
Okay,
foci.
we're within range.
It's fine.
I know. So I'm just gonna try to just be like, get me in the tower. Wait, that's not the accent I use.
No.
Sure it is.
Get me in the tower.
It is now.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
12 plus 4 is 16, 18.
18. You hit. You were aiming for, I assume, the one that Ziana is fighting.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll say you were hitting that one. 4. Okay.
You just see an arrow help.
And then the other side, like, chink, an arrow just sort of lands and, like, lodges itself in the brute's arm. All right. That's Kika, Thea, and Rachel. Hexy, up top.
how close can I get to Conrad?
We should have flushed it from his system because
Yeah.
I think you can with the with
I
the
can.
purification.
I can.
You would need to close because Conrad didn't really move. You would need to close almost 500 meters. Or you're within 500 meters of him, so I don't know what your range is.
Well, if I wanted to exert extra, I can do the distance thing, but that's just 100-meter distance, I think. So I guess he's on his own. I'll try to start closing the distance, but
Yeah. I mean, because they were about 200 from the middle group, and then so it's more like 400. and the
unless
middle is 200 from you.
enabling kinetic transversal so that friction isn't a factor would get me there faster.
I mean,
I would just
you can
float.
do that and then slide. Yeah, if you want, it would be some rolls to not like land on your butt. dramatically. But if you want to give it a whirl, yeah.
Better than being on my own over here, I think.
Okay.
Okay, well, I will
right,
exert
so-
the effort to engage kinetic transversal. So, Hexy it can now walk on water and float over territory. However she
Same
likes.
thing that
yeah.
It's
wonderful,
you're
isn't
gonna
it?
activate that so that like there's just kind of no friction, and then you'll roll your this will be your exert and strength to just like kind of book it across the distance.
Yeah, those are things I'm great at. So how does defaulting work?
You roll as normal with a -1. If you have, you're not trained in exert at all? Nothing.
No, I have perform.
Okay.
And punch, but yeah, no exert. So that would be a 6.
Okay. You it's like skating on ice. You kind of get rid of friction and then you just sort of start moving. However, is it just affect you, right? It's not a terrain effect. It's
Yeah,
just
this
a
is just
personal.
about my movement.
Okay. I will say that it's gonna make it harder because you're just kind of erratically moving around. So the crawler is gonna like try and leap at you, but it's gonna take a penalty to it, and it's gonna miss as it just like tries to get you, and you just sort of like slide to the side.
Choreography. Slide to the left.
Slide to the right.
Crisscross.
All right, the brutes are next to you, so they are both gonna go for you. Friggin' innate A friggin' C. And I assume 15 and a 16 do not hit anymore.
Nope.
Yeah.
Because I took Ironhide.
Oh.
I remember like suggesting this to you at the beginning as like a.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So
So I
Take a
took
tank level.
Ironhide. So now I have an innate 19 AC.
Oh, wait, without
Yeah.
armor. Yup.
Yeah.
That's my girl.
So you could be like naked and nothing's gonna kill you.
Yeah, it's an innate AC. She's
How do you know she's
scaly. So it like slices through your clothing and it like pulls like grates across the scales and like gets a nice manicure in the process. All right, and so it's both of them. They both.
Read the note. Read the note. Read the note.
Feelings for Kika. I don't know whose
I
feelings
like
they
it.
are.
Welcome to the group.
You're gonna get us in trouble with the teacher.
That was my private property.
The marksman is still gonna take a shot at you because you were the one shooting at it. It's gonna move, still keep a little bit of distance from Ziana, but
So my AC is the same. I just take double damage.
yep.
Yeah.
Great.
And it misses you because it had a
Good.
as the shot like sails past you, you're not even aware of it. And the two crawlers are gonna move in and engage with Ziana, but they are both going to miss. See, now you're an actual tank.
Look.
Literally. Conrad, you do nothing.
I
It's
do
an odd
nothing.
number.
Yes. I admire the pretty flowers that aren't actually there. But I imagine
Kika, Thea, and Rachel.
I took
Okay,
Star
so do I have to
Captain.
do this again? Do I have to-
No, at this point you can do
Do a
your
move
regular move
action.
and then take your action.
Okay.
So you always can move and then take an action. It's just you were using your action to move even further.
Okay, so is my regular movement enough to
It'll get you to the base of the tower.
the base of the tower? Okay, so I get to the base of the tower. I tell Kika like,
Yep.
fix this, whatever. I'm gonna go to the top and watch our. Like I'm gonna go to the top of the tower and shoot from above.
The problem's at the top of that.
The problems with the mechanisms. I don't know. The computers are down here.
I mean, like
fix
you
things.
yeah, you can go
I'll start at the bottom.
inside. It's kind of you imagine it's like there's a structure and then you get up and then yeah, you'd probably all want to be at the top too
Okay,
to
the
work
top.
on
The
it.
top.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll use my action to move to the top of the tower.
Okay, so you huff it up the stairs, and then you kind of ready yourself. And there's a bit of a railing. You could actually use that to gain some cover as well.
Nice.
All right, Kika, you were on her back for most of this turn, but you could pop off a shot if you'd like to.
Is there anything I can do to already start looking and figuring out the problem with this? Because we don't got a lot of
Yeah,
time.
give me an intelligence and no.
What? I have those.
do.
But I don't get a roll 4 dice.
No, you don't. Thea, what are you gonna do?
Thea will just be, she'll be like, we're gonna talk about that later. and then she's gonna book it the rest of the way toward the tower.
Okay. Same for you. If you want to use both your actions, you can make it to the top, or you can make it to the bottom and then do something else.
Okay. I think she would wait. So all of the stuff to be able to reprogram the guns would be at the top, right?
Yeah.
So she would head to
The
top.
gun is at the top, as are all of the controls for it.
I rolled.
And as she's running, she's
You don't
gonna-
need to roll at this point. You're close enough.
As she's running, she's gonna re-engage her invisibility.
Okay.
And tell me a little bit more about this tower. Are there like windows at the top? Could she run up the outside of it?
I mean,
rather than
essentially,
taking the
imagine
stairs?
this like it's kind of like a water tower, sort of like it's like a metal structure, and then at the top of it there is the gun, and there's like a sort of a control section attached to that. So you could use the climb up like the side supports if that's what you were going for.
Yes, she wants to just. I want Thea to just like run right up.
Who
the
needs
side.
stairs? As Thea runs right up the side, and like you hear like a slight thud of like Thea's feet hitting the balcony outside of the gun control, and now all three of you are at the top.
Whoa, already?
Exy.
All right. So does my sliding? So is Ziana standing near Conrad?
No, there's a solid distance between them. Conrad's stood towards
Conrad's
the
on
back.
his own.
Okay,
In
so
his
I
own
can't
world.
like. So I have to pass. Can I get to him this turn with my slippery movement?
If you roll well enough, you can probably get to within 200 meters of him, but I think your range is 100.
Yeah, my range is 100. Okay, so how far away is Ziana?
A little over 100 meters at this point.
Can I slide over to her and shoot something?
Yeah, you can definitely get within shooting range.
Great.
Easily.
So I will continue to slide up
Okay.
to Ziana. Ideally, I'll like put my hand on her shoulder and kind of swing around the back, and then shoot with one arm while bracing her against her on one of the enemies facing her.
You can get into shooting range of her enemies, but you can't get all the way up to Ziana.
Oh,
Unless you want to take your whole action to move there.
And then you can't shoot.
Yeah, then I'll keep scooting and then shoot while I'm going.
You see at this point, like, Hexy is just sort of gliding towards you, resplendent in her armor. It is significantly more impressive than it ever was. And just like, she is a presence.
I really
And
missed
then you
you.
take a shot. Are you shooting the one that Ziana's fighting?
Yeah,
The one that's damaged? Okay.
11.
That will miss.
Yeah. And I'm singing, and he will always love you.
Nice. That's
It's good. It's good. It's good. All right. There's just a dog pile on Ziana. Will a 20 hit you? Yes, it will. It will. The other one misses. And then that one. That one misses. All right, this is a lot of misses. But one of them claws at you. The brute, the second one, the one that you have not attacked yet, and I will not roll that into my Jesus, Lauren. Keep it on the table for 10 damage as it tears into you while you are not paying attention to it. Notice me, senpai! It would yell if it could. And then it has a mouth. And the other one,
no mouth.
still seeing you, Conrad is probably going to take a shot at you. Hasn't quite noticed Hexy, otherwise it might turn their attention that direction. And it's going to miss,
Even with the singing?
even with the singing. It's very focused. All right, Kika, Thea, Rachel.
Very fortunate they are not hitting me.
We can finally do
Oh,
something.
sorry. Ziana, Conrad. I totally spaced and then the three of you.
Wow.
Ziana. Look, I got confused.
It's
What
late,
the hell
it's
is
fine.
wrong with Conrad?
He's
Are you-
high. He's always high.
Are you like? Who are you saying that to?
Out loud.
Am I within earshot of that? Because I'm still about.
He's pretty far away.
Out loud
I don't
or
think he hears. If it's not meet me, he probably won't hear you.
Meet me. Meet me. What the hell is wrong with Conrad?
He is high. He's always high.
This is different.
Working on it.
Oh, Captain, my Captain. Just have faith. Your lieutenant is here.
I'm
And
gonna use goad on the gun, on the
Okay.
marksman.
Okay.
Ziana, very concerned right now about her lieutenant.
yeah, freshly made lieutenant.
All that, especially after hearing him spew out feelings in the middle of the fight. Like there is something
not a
wrong with him. So she is going to use goad on the marksman raise, which is an on-turn action. I target one. I goad one target into attacking, and he has to make a mental saving throw.
Yep. What is your what's your combat
What do you mean?
bonus? What do you add when you attack?
Just my straight base attack
Yeah.
bonus, 7.
7. Okay. It's gonna be a hard save. It fails. It's
Yeah.
just like, how do you do this? How does Ziana goad?
That
That sounds
like you're scaling.
real.
no,
intimidating there.
Yeah, super intimidating. So she turns towards, I don't know, she's gonna do the same thing she always does. Turns towards the marksman and just roars out as her sword comes forward. Ah!
It immediately turns and aims at Gunny.
Making herself a bigger threat.
All right, Conrad. Oh, you get to take an action because it's an on-turn action.
Sweet. And then she's also going to
Stab.
yes,
Stab.
Stab. Going to swing the sword back from her attack at the brute.
Okay.
That's probably not gonna hit. 18?
That will hit.
Yeah! I like it when it hits when I don't expect it to.
Your AC, just to be clear, is obscenely high for this game. Like, the best
I know.
armor is, like, powered armor, which gives you, like, powered armor can give you 18s and 19s, but most things are around, like, a 16.
13 damage.
That will take it out.
I said in the Discord today, friends, that late game warriors are obscene. Like, this is ridiculous.
They're level 7, to be clear, and the system maxes out at level 10, so.
Yeah.
This is
All
ridiculous.
right.
You weren't supposed to
how
live
do you
this
take it
long.
out?
Huh?
How do you take it out?
Oh, she, having brought her sword up in order to goad the marksman, now swings it down, jagged end first, and just
like,
guts through.
Grabs that like hole that Conrad had torn and rips it apart. All right, Conrad.
So there's still another brute.
Yep, there's still
So
another
I
brute.
see the one brute go down.
Are you gonna close distance at all, or are you gonna stay where you
No,
are?
I'm kind of just, I'm where I am and I'm just watching this happen. And it's almost like it's not for real, you know? It's like
a
a
game.
video game or a cartoon or something like that. And I just stand there and I look at it and I say, take a breath, make a wish, count to 3. Come with me and you'll be in a world of your annihilation. And I take the shot
God,
at
I
it.
really hope you don't miss this because it would be so anticlimactic. You need a 9.
I did not miss it.
Yeah!
Roll your damage.
Okay. Let's see. So 11 plus 3 plus 1 is 15.
15, nice. You see.
Oh, 17.
17.
Because it's in burst mode.
Yeah, that's solid. You see to the side of you, Ziana, one of the brutes just takes a shot and it like tears through. It's like its torso just gets obliterated. Like you're not even sure how it's supposed to do that much damage, but it looks like it would be bloodied if that was a concept in this system.
Good job, Lieutenant!
I love you, Captain.
Now it is Team Tower.
Yay!
Yay!
Where?
Okay.
All 3 of you are at the top of the tower.
Thank
you
you.
all functionally operate at the same time, so you can just each let me know what you want to do. And
Okay.
It's contingent on the others.
So,
I love what's happening here.
I just got a new power that I only have a little bit left to do, so I want to do it. Could I use remote repair and Tyrannic overload together? Because it says biopsionic techniques that normally require touch contact can now be used at a distance of 100 meters.
It's still a biosonic technique. Yep.
Cool. So what she does is she takes out her rifle and she stares down the barrel of her rifle at whoever the like biggest standout guy is, the second brute or whatever. And like she's aiming the shot, and she like feels herself like pull the trigger, but her finger doesn't actually move, and then just like bam. So I do 3d6 damage.
Nice.
And they have to make a physical saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
They fail.
Okay, so they take 12 damage.
All right.
Wait, no, the damage is tripled, so they take 36 damage. And they now, and if they didn't die,
Yeah, it explodes. It literally explodes.
If they didn't die, they now have cancer.
You just stare down
Took
and
that
like
power.
they explode. Like literally next to you, the brute. It had like 12 hit points left. Like it was enough to just take it out with the base damage. It literally disintegrate. Like there is probably blue mist in this case.
Oh, see.
And like slight splatter lands on you and the rest of the group.
And then like add a delay, an actual like
And a
bullet.
bullet lands in the ground, like where the brute was standing.
Did Conrad do that?
Da 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 da. I'm loving it.
No.
All right, Kika and Thea.
I'm gonna fix this thing. And she like hops off and then scurries, and there's definitely like the like gets in between two very small things that you're not supposed to go under, and there's a little kickies as she gets deep up in there.
All right.
Roll fix.
So you're kind of getting into the gun and like rewiring it, and you can see like someone had clearly sabotaged this, as if like someone was trying to like piss off, and then you notice there's like a gang symbol. Wait, this is Duranga.
I don't notice it.
Yeah, you wouldn't. No, it's like it's carved into it. Like someone
they're
has
the
like
worst.
branded it, and this is the Crimson Cobras.
Oh
Yes. It's a cobra, and it just like CC. You actually don't know for sure, but it's red. Everything's red to you, so it's probably the Crimson
It's
Cobras.
probably the Crimson.
All right, roll your fix and intelligence. The main thing you would notice first, Thea, when you get in there, if you're trying to program it, it's like depowered currently. So Kika's probably gonna rewire some of the power, and like as you're working on it, it'll come back to life.
Give me a second.
Assuming you make this roll. Kika? 13. All right, nice.
This is Purple Python territory.
Exactly. The Crimson Cobra has disabled the Purple Python's AA gun.
What?
All right,
also-
Thea, what do you do?
As soon as it turns back on, she's gonna clip on one of her. Well, I guess she wouldn't necessarily need the data tab. She's just telling it to reprogramming it to do exactly what it's already programmed.
Yeah,
to do.
you're literally you're trying to repair it.
So she'll just like hold her hand up and connect in with it.
Okay. Give me your program and intelligence roll. As your eyes go all wonky.
Have you seen this? Have you seen this thing she
Oh, that's great.
It's not okay.
It's not okay. Thankfully, Dan barely has to see it.
Yeah, no.
You can pretend it's not happening.
15.
15, yes. As the two of you are working in tandem, Kika, first you restore power, and then Thea, you kind of you
just
spend the
know
turn
she's
hacking
leaving.
into the system to gain permissions over it, and you're in.
Can I say a one-liner?
Of course you can.
Light it up, Thea.
You got it.
Okay.
I felt really
You
good.
Yeah.
probably still need to take another turn working on it. All right, Hexy,
All right,
you
can I
can
get
get all the way to Ziana this turn.
But what about him? Space cadet over
Oh,
here.
he's fine. He's fine. I mean,
No
you
one's gonna help
can't,
Conrad.
unfortunately. Like, he's still far enough away. Like, you were the
He's fine.
physically far
All right,
away.
so
from him.
I'm okay. Great.
It's
So I
been
will
like 3 turns.
I
like
will
you
scoot
wanted
up-
to make it.
I will scoot. I will do what I wanted to do before. I will scoot up
She's
to
really,
Ziana,
like,
and
she's the
I will
farthest from
sail around her back, put my arm on her shoulder to brace, and aim my rifle at whatever the nearest thing is that's still approaching.
Probably the leader. The
There are
one- the
two brutes
marksman.
are down, right?
Yeah,
There's
the
one.
brutes are gone.
There's one gunner
There's
and
2
two
crawlers and
Yeah.
1 marksman.
20.
That will hit.
Ooh,
And
Oh.
I hate that.
we hit, but just like a scrape of the ear. It's
Oh. How much? One. Okay.
I had some good.
Do you add
shots.
anything to
Ups
it?
and downs. I think you're supposed to.
Do I-
It's
Are you-
normally
are you a
like your
marksman?
dexterity and
I don't have
if you have
dexterity.
gunslinger, you add other stuff.
Well, I'm trained Well, I mean,
You add your
Gunslinger's
dexterity,
a full guys.
Yeah.
And Gunslinger, you
add
add
your
your shoot
skill.
skill level to the damage roll.
But this is a weird psionic weapon too, so I'm not even sure that counts.
Yeah.
I'm happy to add my psionic ability, but I don't think that's legal.
No.
Yeah, so
No.
we'll just take
I would
the
say,
one.
what's your wisdom score?
My wisdom score is 1.
Okay, because you're maintaining this essentially with wisdom.
Yes.
So let's say you add your wisdom score to this,
Okay.
as you would normally
So
add your
2!
So 2 points of damage. Look, we doubled.
100% improvement.
That's pretty darn.
But it's a beautiful picture. We're back where we belong.
Feel
My
it.
arms around Ziana. We're both like, I'm like half bloodied, like just torn up.
Conrad, next to you, it's your turn. It's an odd turn, so you can't go because you went on the last one.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't need
The-
any help.
Ziana will
get
go
to-
first. Actually, they also attack you first. The marksman has to attack Ziana, and it's gonna miss. And the 2 crawlers are both gonna come in, and they're both gonna miss. They rolled. It was just a terrible
I think
roll.
it's like,
Conrad, next to you, before Ziana goes, because it's just a narration thing, you just hear the buzzing of drunken dronuts and a whisper in your ear just being like, "You're useless." Ziana. My life is a living hell.
Our AI is safe.
But I just like standing there. I say, "You can't hurt me anymore, Dad."
I'm not your therapist.
Oh, we took it to a deep place.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
There is the marksman and 2 crawlers.
oh, and there's Hexy.
And
Oh,
there's Hexy. I mean, you could take an action to do what we think you all want to do.
you know what? She really wants Conrad to not die, and
Wait, can't you? Like, you're really impressive as a person. She just grabbed onto you. Can't you kiss her and slice at the same time?
covered in goo.
It's a lot of goo. She's already touching you, though. It's a little too late.
I also am covered in a fair bit of explosive detritus of various
She
hollow.
point blank shot people, so she's probably covered in
All
goo.
right, that's true. That's true. Oh, so much goo.
It's 10:10 p.m. on the last episode.
There's time for
All
that.
right, just kiss her.
Ziana,
Damn
Ziana, sword, shifts her sword to her offhand, puts her arm around Hexy. God, I missed you so much, and kisses her before letting her,
I'll let it be. Like, you
Kiss
get
her.
to kiss her.
an honor.
It's free. It's an honor.
before letting her go,
Dramatic
and saying, "Go handle our wayward lieutenant. I've got this." And
You got it, warrior queen.
I really missed you. And she swipes her now free arm, not the mangled arm, but the her regular arm, at the marksman.
Okay. Roll your attack.
20.
Yes. AC is slower than the brutes.
And 9 damage.
9 damage. Kissing is a free action. And whatever RPG I create, I'll just make an important note.
Thank you.
Kissing is a free action.
that's kiss.
Yeah. 9 damage?
You did make that very clear from the beginning in our
think I
first
did
game,
say
where you were
kissing
like,
was a
whatever you
free
guys want to
action.
do, you can do.
I think my character got married while driving.
Yeah, no,
so-
that's true.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fact.
that did happen.
yeah.
That did happen.
I think
You're
I
right.
officiated.
Yeah. You know, I like dramatic moments like the scene from Pirates of the Caribbean. It's not like the third one where they're getting married on the ship. Like, it's a classic.
I like the part where they all decided to bleed on the coin and then they dropped it in the treasure chest.
Yeah, it's whatever.
I'm
All right.
distracted.
Next one up is Conrad.
So I can't act. Can I move?
I think that's acting.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's
So,
fine. Standing
you can talk. Team Tower.
on the wings of
Rachel, do you want to do that
my
again?
Take 2.
I
Have more effort. Let's fucking go. Okay, let me just check,
My
um,
dreams.
So each time for that one,
The
and
ways I'm bound for
yeah,
better
each time for this one. That's okay. I can do it one more time. Let's go.
My
All right.
life, It's my dream.
So
Nothing's
they,
gonna stop me now.
who's remaining?
There is the leader and 2 crawlers. You probably want to focus on the one
leader.
marksman.
Yeah, the marksman. I'll go for it. And she I feel like she's not quite. This is intense carnage, but I don't think that she's quite registering that because they kind of just disappear. They're just.
Yeah.
So I feel like she's just
there was just one fewer.
It's fine.
Yeah. Shot it.
She might afterward be like, what the fuck did I just do? But for right now, it's no big deal. So they make a physical saving throw, and I roll 6,
They fail.
5. So that's 12, 17 times 3.
Tripled is intense. Yeah. No. That's more than their hit points. This one
So much
doesn't
goo on me.
quite explode maybe as dramatically. It just sort of rips apart. You
delete them.
Fire into them and their center is gone. And then they just sort of fall as these 2 portions of a body that is left. And that will take care of that one.
Okay.
This is a gun.
Right.
Guns can shoot sound waves.
What?
What's it?
Fix okay.
gun
He can
shoot gun waves.
fix the gun to shoot a gun.
It did. I already fixed that.
No, it's not. You restored power to it. You still have to fix the gun.
He goes I have this.
You have to listen when I tell you it'll take another turn.
I didn't listen to that.
No,
I
you
don't know what I
clearly
wanted.
didn't.
I just thought maybe I could put my really cool brain bomb on this, and then you could shoot it into the galaxy.
That.
But not here.
We already clarified it doesn't have enough range on it.
You
From
mean
a ship.
impact
gun.
into the side of the ship?
It won't affect a ship. It only it doesn't. It only impacts the rays the ship are.
Fixed it. Fixed the gun without using the mind bomb. I hope you're happy.
You could just turn on the mind
happy
bomb.
now.
You're not.
This whole area.
I know,
Lydia, what are you doing?
Probably die.
Yeah.
So what I would like to do is as soon as it
You
comes
might
back,
all save.
as soon as it comes back online, I want to link all of the anti-aircraft guns together, any of them that are online.
Okay.
And have them target as one, so that anything that comes into the air will immediately be obliterated. Ideally.
As you're bringing it online, you can see a good number of them are offline, but you can definitely connect all of the ones that are currently operable. There are several that are slightly farther away that have been working, but in this area, this is the only one.
Okay. I think she would still want to try and connect what she can connect, so
Okay.
that they have better firepower.
Cool.
Essentially, she doesn't want anything to make it down to the planet's surface.
Roll it.
$13.
13. That'll do. As you do that, the gun whirls to life, and you hear kind of that pulsing. All of you hear it as it triggers and comes back online. We will drop into narrative time now. You guys can handily take care of the last crawlers. Conrad, you're like this for
10 minutes.
it's 10 minutes, so you're just gonna kind of chill and
Unless
be really
someone
slow.
does anything about it. yeah.
Unless anyone helps you, but we'll drop into narrative time as you see the gun come online, and maybe a minute later, as you finish up the last of the crawlers that entered into this area, a drop pod will try and enter the atmosphere and gets blown out of the sky. Slowly over the city, you can hear reports like the other guns come online. You get a message from the fleet. And it's the strained voice of Wendy Santiago saying, the battleship is down. We took some heavy casualties, but all of the fleet, and we got everything. And are you still alive, Captain Ziana? I don't really care about anyone else. The rest are fine. Is Conrad dead?
No.
Damn.
You're not so bad, Wendy. You know,
Wendy out.
He probably keeps talking.
And next to you, there's just a voice talking to you, Conrad, periodically. As the dust settles, and you get the sense that the immediate danger is over, there are still hollow on this planet that are going to be taken out, but it seems that your forces will overwhelm them.
Yeah.
As for the fate of the other 2 fleets that entered into the galaxy, you don't necessarily know. We will epilogue that later.
Wait, we didn't actually see the universe?
We saved this part of the
The
universe.
Save this part. You save this sector. We'll epilogue later. But I will give you some time to kind of be in this moment, and then.
I feel like what happens for Rachel is that like she's in this like sniper's nest like, and she's got this like very violent power like coursing through her, and she's just like she can't stop like just like shooting, and like she's just in like running through like any hollow that come in her range, and like to the point where like if there weren't any more coming, she would just like brush past like Thea or Kika, like go down the stairs, and like she's just going down like alleys and like clearing the area. Like it's like when you it's that adrenaline thing, but like it's partially from like her psionic power.
It's just like you're feeling that moment.
Yeah, and I think that like it comes to a point where like you guys are probably like, okay, something's not like this isn't like this is like bloodlust basically.
Like Ziana recognized it pretty quickly, but probably shrugs it off at first because that's normal.
Can would I know enough about my own biopsionics that like could I heal her and calm her? And
I feel like Ari would be a better. Maybe I think you probably know more. Like it's like an emotional state. It's not really like a that you can tell. You're like there's nothing physically wrong with her, but you can definitely tell like there's something in Conrad's system.
But as
Whether you want to do anything about it or not.
Rachel, it's okay.
She just like
It's not your fault.
shuts the door like
It's not your fault.
Ziana
It's not your fault.
recognizing what's happening, reaches out to Ariuta. Are we still within range to do that? Okay.
Are you all still alive? I've heard Conrad saying things.
Yes. No, we are. Ariuta, I need you to do something for me. I need you to reach out to Rachel. She's in a dark place right now. And I think she needs to hear from you.
We'll come back to that in a moment.
Yep.
What is everyone else doing?
once the battle calms down, now you did tell me to deal with Conrad, so I like, to tend to the boys. So I will still scoot over to him. He's still ice skating, and just like whisper in his ear, like, "Are you okay?
Hey,
Hey, I can."
your hair is bigger than I remember.
It's always been this big.
Huh. I'm glad you're still okay.
I didn't expect you to say that. Glad you're still alive.
I'm sorry if I was ever mean to you. I was going through a lot of stuff, but I'm better now.
You're right.
Did you know that I can be the galaxy?
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds like a song. You should write it down.
I've never written a song. There's so much I haven't done. There's so much I feel like I could do, but
I think there's one thing you need to do right now, and she just kind of like turns him towards the tower, and then pushes back and scoots back to Ziana. She's like, he's fine. How he is.
Is it right to just let him go off while he's
why is my dad talking to me from my backpack?
drugged and talking?
He's being very nice. I don't think that can hurt anyone.
I hope it doesn't hurt the.
We'll come to the tower in a moment. Ari will reach out to Rachel. Does she let her in?
I think it's like, it's probably like, I mean, it's not like Conrad highly like being like, it's not your fault. Like, there's a different reaction to like Ari's voice, and she's like, it's kind of like a buzzing for a second, and then she like stops, like she, you see like a hollow in front of her, like just like, and then she like pauses, and she's like, Ari,
Are you okay?
I just can't, I can't stop.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You did something you didn't know how to do, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to go learn.
I need to
Are we done? Are we?
Yes.
Okay.
We're safe enough.
All right.
I'm gonna come back to Sarin.
Good.
Okay.
I'll be here.
Sienna, can we just go back to the Batleth? I just want to like sit in your cabin and just be the two of us.
You hear this like mechanical laughing from the thing, the drone that's just hovering by Conrad. The Batleth.
Is that Ox? Never mind. Hexy. We destroyed the Batleth. I know.
What do you mean you?
There was an opportunity that we had to destroy several of the Ray's ships in thread space, and in order to do it, something had to go through with them. So Ariuta was going to go through it herself with Sarin, and we couldn't let that happen. So Oksana's fine, but
Are you?
My life is a living hell.
Later, Oksana.
relatively fine. She's relatively fine.
How are you? You gave up everything.
No, I didn't. I still have the thing that matters.
Just like intense embraces, like
Smooching, butterflies, rainbows,
there's like an
cherry
explosion
blossoms.
behind them because Hexy's still got that thing going, so she probably didn't undo that. So it's Hexy's like crying, like I didn't know if I was gonna make it or if you were gonna make it.
Please don't ever leave me again. I don't think I can take it. I love you so much.
I love you, Sienna.
I love you.
We're gonna cut to the tower as Conrad slowly walks his way up the stairs. At the top, what are Kika and Thea doing?
I think after Thea like disengages from the gun, she's like, Kika. Conrad said,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm scared.
Yeah. Akika pops her head out of a weird spot. Like, just like the top. Like one of those exhaust pipes.
Out of the gun? Like
No. Just a side.
out of the gun.
Oh,
Kika gets launched into
you're-
the atmosphere.
You've been seeking thrills since before you met me. This is another new kind of thrill. Plus, you like him. Plus, as a human, your hormones are gonna spike like crazy. Right after this fight? Oh boy. Do you, Kika, like,
Thea's heart is just like,
oh yeah, I can hear it.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you like him, tell him that. If you don't, that's also cool. Write it out. Like the wind. Open your wings and fly.
Thea like goes to like give Kika a hug, at least as much of Kika as is seeable.
Can you pull me out?
Like, and gives her like a hug.
And messes with your hair. Oh, hush.
I think at that point, Conrad gets up there and he just joins in the hug.
It's like slowly climbing up.
All right, throw me off. This is too much.
Right?
Look, I'll fly. Throw me off.
If I throw her out the window, will she actually be? Because she glides.
Yes, she can glide, and there's atmosphere here.
Okay.
It's not the stairs.
We
Don't
have
worry,
an
it's not the
atmosphere,
stairs.
It's fine.
Kika glides gracefully.
Thea's like,
down.
are you?
Yeah, you're sure.
Yeah.
And then
There is like a moment where it's like, oh no!
I'd like to picture this like the Princess Bride moment when he throws her out of the window at the end. When Buttercup goes out of the window, like,
Yep.
Kika,
Yeah.
you're like the wise and wisecracking pet I never had.
Oh no! She's not a pet.
She's like a pet.
Now he needs to be cured.
Can I remote? Like,
Conrad,
Yeah.
all your stuff's gonna be moved out of your room when you get back. Just let you know.
Oh, I love you too, Kika.
Yeah. That's not how I'm feeling.
Next to you, I will happily help you with this. Get me a body, and we'll make his life a nightmare.
Let's go. And she like grabs. And I think they're gonna look. Yeah, they're just gonna hobble and they're gonna find a new craft because there's a lot of abandoned spacecrafts.
Or maybe like
There's probably an AI body somewhere.
an
on the
AI body.
We're gonna
It's
look around.
Duranga.
We're gonna look around. There's probably one abandoned.
You could definitely
Shopping
loot some
montage.
expensive shit.
Like we'll find one. We won't go back till we find one. Okay. I don't know how we're gonna move it.
You waddle into the sunset.
Na, best
Are
friends.
alone on the tower.
Thea's gonna turn around and so did you end up removing the drugs?
It's up to you. If Hexy would eventually do it, maybe after the making out, probably
If I
like
heard
right
like this
now.
meep argument, I might like have a wave of like, oh shit.
It's out loud.
And then
You hear it.
A remote cure.
Conrad, you feel the reverie just wash from your system. Like you are detoxed like that.
Oh. Whew.
Hey,
Hey.
you didn't die.
No. It was weird though. It's like I had a dream and you were there. And she was there. And that, I guess that stain on the pavement where one of the hollow was there.
Yeah, there were a lot of us. Yeah, that was real life.
I think I said some things.
Oh, do you want to take him back? I mean,
No, I don't want to take them back. But I want to make sure you're okay.
Thea's just gonna reach up and she's gonna kiss him, and then all she's gonna do is go, meet me directly. I love you too.
I think that's where we're gonna cut. I have a small post-credit scene for you. The credits roll, and we come back. There's like montage images in the credits of like looting bodies and like rays being destroyed.
It's like a Marvel movie.
I buy her
Ica
new spaceship with the
collapsing.
royalties from my song.
I think Thea loots her way back to the ship.
And we zoom in.
Lots more making out.
We like pan through Sarin. We get to Thea's room. We get to the incubator. We zoom in through the incubator. There's an egg. We see the egg. We see it wobble.
Oh God.
We see it wobble.
Oh God.
We see a crack.
Oh God.
And it goes black.
Where did it come from?
And that's what I'm gonna leave you with. I've been planning that since I realized I could never get to what the egg was gonna be.
It's a baby Sarin.
dinosaur.
This is like one of those shows that get canceled after a cliffhanger.
Like, oh, don't say that.
damn it.
Like freaking Terminator, Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Can it
You're
be?
Yeah.
so very welcome for
Can
that.
it be a giant pigeon?
It can
You are
It's
whatever. You know what? People
Chad
told
is-
me, but I didn't believe it.
believe
You
it.
are truly evil.
I am.
The worst ending ever.
I died. I'm done with this.
All right.
I need to scoot out. I'm running a little
Yes,
late, so I
yes,
just wanted
thank
to say
you
that.
so much.
Bye, everybody. I have an early morning tomorrow, and we're a little late, so I have to leave early. I'm very sorry, but thank you. It has been a pleasure improvising with all of you. You're a wonderful audience. I'm Cheryl, aka Muppet Aphrodite, on Twitter and Twitch, formerly Hexy Cake of the ZXC or Hexy, a ship. So thank you all.
Thank you for coming back.
Thank you,
So I am going to go all the way back to the please read at the very end donations that came through. The first one is 1428, so I presume this is also Pumpkin. And thus concludes this account of Sarin and the first battles with the first invasions of the Rays. Though the Rays will push forward again, Sarin and her crew have bought us time, and more importantly, they gave us hope. The Rays could be defeated. This is why, and this is the second one, this is why we remember the Battle of Duranga. As a reminder, the Rays are out there, as they are coming. Yet, if we can put aside our differences, even celebrate them, we can endure! We can weather any storm, withstand any assault. Last one. More works by this publisher include High School Royale, Eat, Pray, Kill, Fiasco, Right Click, and many more. Consider these or for additional content. Also, consider supporting this nonprofit publisher over on Seed and Spark so they can continue to produce. I'm like, thank you for shilling for us.
Yeah. Was that Pumpkin?
That was Pumpkin. Thank you.
Pumpkin.
Such an amazing job,
Oh my
It was beautiful. All right, let me go up and find. Okay. All right, I found the mayor. So Theater Nerd with $5. Wow, I know it's halftime, but all the feels. Thanks for the crazy ride. Sarah, your wig collection astounds me. Thank for the countless hours of entertainment. Thank you, Theater Nerd.
Just Sarah.
Okay.
Just
so,
Sarah.
so you've had one new one in every episode, two new ones this one. We've done how many episodes?
30 some odd?
So you have like 30 some
massive
odd
wig collection.
wigs
I have
now.
4 boxes of wigs.
Can we have a wig party? Can we all just wear like a tea
Just
party
wear-
with wigs?
We're all gonna
Yes.
have a wig party.
Wig party.
We're gonna have a wig party.
Wig party.
We're all
right.
gonna have a wig party. So bring your wig and something to share.
The next one's from Diana, X Diana Moon X with $5. Do the SPA corporations get you down? Can't afford a trip to Mara? Pesky SPA zombies threatening your home planet? Then Hexy Kate's latest hit single is the cure you need. Order now, unfazed or erased, I should
Erased,
say.
yeah.
And get the meeped now. And get it meeped now.
Can you imagine just having songs not stuck in your head but actually
Actually just, broadcast
into
in your
your
head?
head?
Might be better.
Actually, sounds.
I hate that.
Grimlass with $5. Y'all had me at Spirates. Thanks for introducing me to this wonderful community. Thank you, Grimlass, for joining us.
Oh no.
Deceptive Mirror with $20. Sorry, I don't have a clever message. You're all amazing, and I'm so happy to see this. This is my way of throwing beautiful flowers at you for your performance. Well done. Thank you.
I have a
Those
message
would
from
be
Dan.
beautiful
Do you want to hear
flowers.
the note that he
I
sent me?
do, yes.
Kika's a bat.
Wow.
Fun fact.
I call it like it is.
Who wrote?
Demolition 1. Oh,
Who wrote "Hi Kika, what up"?
no
checking.
passers.
She threw a
Can I-
piece of
can I
paper
have that?
over to us, and
I'm
it was
really afraid you're
blank.
gonna rip it in
I
half.
was going to.
Yeah, I was like, it was really.
I was so trusting.
You really are.
You haven't played with her for 5 years.
You'll never know what was in the egg.
I know. After that, I really should.
Oh my god.
Demolition 1 with $5 to the tune of Moonage Daydream by David Bowie. Moonage Daydream. I don't know.
I'm an elevator.
Okay, I will say this and then you can sing it back maybe. Do you want to just come do it?
Do
Okay,
it.
Try.
it's this one.
I'm gonna get my chair.
Do it.
Oh, so you know this one?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Keep your, it's starting right here.
Keep your specs eye on. Okay, I can't sing
Yep.
no.
You gotta read it.
Not
In the
going well.
tune. In
Okay,
the tune.
keep your electric eyes on me, babe. Put your Saigon to their head. Press your space face close to mine. I love freak out in the Duranga daydream. Oh yeah, thanks for the great show, everyone. Thank you, Demolition. I'm sorry, I don't know the
No,
lyrics.
I need to practice that.
The next one is to the tune of "I Am the Walrus" by the Beatles. You can do that. I do know this one. I am the he, as you are the he, as you are the me, and we all together see how they run like the spigs from the gun. See how they fry. I'm crying. I am the spaceman. They are the erased man. I am the Conrad. Goo goo gajoo. I didn't know the first part very well. And then the next one is from Sail Away.
Why? Making Lauren sing.
I'm sailing away. I don't know how to sing.
I'm sailing away.
Set an open course for the open space. I've got to be free from the face
the life that's ahead of me. On board, I'm captain, so climb aboard. We'll search for tomorrow on every shore. And I'll try, oh Lord, I'll try to carry on. Definitely made that up. At the end.
Your beginning was great.
It's fine. I wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to recall
Yeah.
3 songs in a row.
I know.
It's tricky. It's tricky. The next one, there's another one from Theater Nerd. There's another one. Diana Moonex, they're coming in. Al Sinatra, by Al Sinatra's My Way. And now the end is near, and so we face the final frontier.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, there were times we all knew Conrad a bit of more than he could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, the record shows we did it all, and we did it our way.
We're the worst.
Next up is Demolition with $25 to the crew of Batla Sarin. Thank you all for the amazing show. Every Wednesday was a real treat. I wholeheartedly want to thank you all for this emotional, engaging, funny, gripping, hopeful, and all-around fun show. Thank you for watching. Theater Nerd with another $5. Also this week has been super rough, and I will be out on my current job on Friday. Don't worry, I have a new one, but it was my first full-time job anyway, to infinity and beyond. That was an emotional roller coaster, Theater Nerd. Is that all of them? Do I need to? Okay, cool. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for coming on this journey. We will continue to have things on Wednesday night, so come back next week for a currently unnamed one-shot that we will be doing, and then the following week with a new run of High School Royale will be returning. Fridays we will be doing a couple of shows of, I wrote this down, Cthulhu Confidential with Drunkly Romantic and Trooper SJP, so come watch those. It'll be dramatic and emotional. I am confident in that.
Sorry, can I give you a little more info? Can you say why Trooper? I mentioned the stretch goal.
Do you want to come sit?
You can. I didn't know if we'd announced
That's
that
okay.
officially.
No,
that's okay.
I meant to tell you on the break.
So, that's okay. Trooper SJP will be the GM of the Night Witches, which is our stretch goal. So if you can and want to help support us by having an RPG based on the awesome women of the Russian Air Force in World War II, who basically were amazing and flew planes essentially made of wood in World War II and still did awesome stuff. We would love to run that, but we need to hit the stretch goal over on Seed and Spark. So you should definitely head over there if you have not already. And if you have, spread the word, share it out amongst the ether, and it shall return to us in a better shape than when you threw. I don't know where this is going.
You tried.
I tried. I get a gold star because I'm the arbiter of the stars.
Hey, Lauren,
Yeah.
what's in the egg?
You'll never know, Conrad. You'll never know.
See, here's the thing. I'm okay with not knowing because it's everything.
Yeah, well, that's you, Claudia.
The egg is full of possibilities. So with that, for one last time, for Leviathan Distant Stars, I will have the cast sign off, and we will say our farewell, and we will see you next week for a whole same bat time, different bat laugh.
Hi everybody. I am Lizzie the Bold. This has been awesome, and I love you all. And I've been playing Ziana, and I think this is all amazing. And I don't really know what else to say. I'm gonna say something actually really quickly that I said. I think I've said privately, and I don't know if I've said it online because I don't remember anything. But like, this is the first time that I've gotten to do an ending like that I really wanted to one of these long form RPGs that I've been doing for 2 years now, over 2 years now. And so I have like a lot of emotions about it. And I'm very happy, and I've had a lot of fun, and thank you very much, Lauren, and thank you very much to this fantastic cast, and Cheryl also, who's not here. And I love you all, and see you on A Manner of Speaking.
To the point!
To the point! Ah. Ears.
Ears are fine. They know.
Yeah.
Hi,
Say
I'm
your words.
I'm Jackie Dash, Jakidash. And while I am the silly and the one that kind of knows science, I've had a lot of fun. Are we getting sentimental at this point?
You can if you want to. I mean,
Like,
Lizzie broke the seal
All
on
right.
that. So.
Feeling sentimental.
And this is my second form show. I'm ending, and it's a good end. Unlike the first time, I'm not afraid because I know there's going to be more stuff. So while this might feel like you're ending a book, all books need to end, and then you can pick up a new book, and then that book is also going to be interesting and full of new stories and new characters and more ships to ride into the sunset. So stick with it.
I'm Dan Posons at Dan Posons. I've been playing Conrad Carls Jr., who is now a lieutenant of the Andartan Fleet. No backsies.
I would love if each of you wants to write an epilogue. Like, feel free.
I will fanfic the shit out of
Yes.
this.
Hell yeah. It's not
Please
fanfic, it's
do.
fucking canon.
We have a Discord.
It's your character.
It can go on the Wikia.
Cool.
It's been a pleasure doing this show and a privilege. And keep watching the stars.
You are the universe.
The truth is out there?
Conrad.
Yeah.
I want to believe.
Hi, I'm Sarah Scheller. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at ShellGame or at sarahperforms.com for information about live performances. This was my first long-form show, long-form RPG show. Thank you so much for the opportunity. It has really been just amazing to work with all of these people and to have the connection with you, the community and chat. You can put the tissues closer if you need that. It's been a pretty tough year, but this is one of the things that keeps me going at the end of the day. And so thank you for being a part of it, and I'm looking forward to more shows because these are really fun. And seriously, if you ever ask me to do a show, if I can make it happen, she's hooked. I'll be there.
I'm Blue Jay, and I'm allergic to feelings. So this isn't emotions, this is allergies. But you can find me at twitch.tv/BlueJay or on Twitter at BlueJay_712. I've done 30 shows in the last 2 years, so endings are kind of like blasé to me, but y'all have been great, and this is my first time with this specific cast and with Lauren as GM, and it's been wonderful. So definitely looking forward to more, especially because like this is the only time I get to use my dice. I'm a big fan of like actually like they're pretty and nice. So
I'm like, oh man, the next system I picked, I don't roll dice as the GM. Like, what was I thinking?
You can use all your yes and no
I have my
dice.
yes no die and my like die with all the faces on it.
Center
Tonight
dice.
was a winky face, and it was very accurate.
ooh.
Thank you to the community. Thank you to this cast for agreeing to come on this ridiculous adventure with me. It started with me overthinking how aliens would procreate, and ended with aliens possibly procreating. So
Lauren, we've all
full
been
circle.
there.
You are all wonderful. It has been an absolute pleasure, and I'm gonna go pop open a bottle of bubbly. Woo! That's the plan. Let's
Thank you,
have an amazing
Anna.
night. We will see you on Friday if you are, or on Wednesday, not this Friday, on Wednesday next week. If you are at PAX, let us know. Many of us would love to say hello. Have an amazing day-night cycle. Mwah!
Bye, guys.